Hi.
Hi.
What is it? This countdown thing was weird.
Why?
I don't know. It just felt strange.
It's countdown.
I don't know what
You can put whatever videos you want there.
I know, but I haven't done it yet.
You can put your intro. You just have to upload that there.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know where that intro is on my computer right now. Because it's supposed to be true story. It's supposed to be loaded into Streamlabs. And then and it was. And then I went on vacation and my laptop has Streamlabs on it. And for some reason, it switched to the old intro that was on my laptop rather than the new intro that I had. And then now it won't switch back. So I don't know. Like I don't know. But anyway, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Ricada of Ricada Law, small law firm in central Minnesota. And with me today is a man with infinite patience in regards to me, because you guys have no idea. Like, I am the worst person to work with on this particular show today, because I've like changed the time, I've messed with everything, and then I just didn't show up.
Yeah.
Because why would I?
Yeah. So I thought we were going to do one time. So I completely tried to reset my body clock because I thought it was going to be at 5 a.m. this morning. And then you were just like, oh, no, I can't. I gotta do a thing. So can we do it at 6 p.m.? Now, bearing in mind, it's 6 o'clock in the morning now for me, 7 o'clock in the morning now for me, and I've been awake all night. So I'm like, okay, right, fine. That's better for me because it just means, I'll just go to bed now. So I went to bed and then got up ready about an hour before the stream. And then there's a message there saying, can we move it to 8 p.m. your time? So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'll go get something to eat. And then you're like, that's like 2.5 hours from now. And I'm like, no, that's an hour and a half from now. 2.5 hours from now is 9 o'clock at night. Oh, can we do that one? It's like, okay, we'll do that one. Yeah. And then you didn't turn up.
And then I didn't turn up. I'll tell you what happened. So I was normally the 11 p.m. show would have been just fine for me. 11 p.m. my time, which is the early show for you. And that's what I was planning. Except when we talked about this, I was not planning on going to Georgia tomorrow. And then I ended up going to Georgia tomorrow, which is fine because that's tomorrow. But that means my plane leaves from the Twin Cities at like 8 a.m, which means I need to already be in the Twin Cities tomorrow morning. So I am going after this show at some point. I'm going to the cities to go to the hotel to get on a plane. So I couldn't do tonight's show. So then I'm like, okay, cool. Well, midday tomorrow, you're like, 1800 or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that'll be perfect for me because I have to get up some Thursdays and do this homeschool co-op with my kids. And for some reason, because I go to bed at 5 or 6 in the morning, it makes sense for me to then get up at 9 and do the early shift on Thursdays. And so I had to do that, but that was okay because then I was just going to do the show right after. But then I had a client who needed something today, and they let me know about that yesterday night around, what was it, 7 or 8? And so then it was, okay, no, I have to do something today right after the other thing. So then we set up this time, or, kind of we set up this time. And so it's like, okay, good. I can take a short nap. So I took a nap, woke up when my alarm went off, and then turned it off and went to get up and immediately fell back asleep. So it was entirely my fault. I'm the worst. But So someday I'll make it up for you. Up to you, not for you. I'll make it up to you. But until then, I will just concede to being a giant asshole. Oh, nice. Nice. I like it.
It's gonna be the first thing I paint in spring.
I left my Liber Xenologus upstairs.
I see a doctor about that.
Yeah. And I just finished. I finished 2 books in the past like 3 days. I finished Penitent, which is the new one from Dan Abnett, which is really, really good. And then I finished this guy, Lost in the Damned, The Gap. I just finished that this morning while going to the bathroom.
Any good?
Yeah, Lost in the Damned was good. It's the Siege of Terra in general. So it was a solid experience. It's where where the traders make Planetfall. So the very beginning of the yeah. So
I don't know if you've heard, but you might not be surprised, but I don't know if you've heard. James O'Keefe just so happens to have been suspended by Twitter now.
Oh, did he get suspended?
What a surprise!
No. What mean thing did he say? Was it the part where he filmed the CEO of CNN undercover, or not the CEO, but an executive of CNN?
Yeah,
filmed him undercover, and just happened to point out
spilling all the beans.
They were colluding.
Yeah, we're a propaganda site. We're not reporting on these Asian crimes because black people are doing them. We're trying to help you here.
Yeah, that's a miraculous thing, because he doesn't, from what I've seen, he doesn't really engage in any sort of behavior that would get someone banned. Like, I'm very familiar with how to get banned on Twitter. I've done it. James O'Keefe doesn't really do that, though. That's like, he's not out there calling people fatzos or anything.
Yeah. I know I didn't get one from him saying that. So, it's a coincidence. It must be just such a coincidence. Maybe he released all this stuff and then just needed to vent. And so just posted a bunch of gamer words. And Twitter were just like, James, no.
As one is wont to do. Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many days where I wake up and I'm just like, you know what? How many slurs can I put into this tweet today?
You know how often I just want to put retard in a tweet?
That I actually do know. Yes.
I have to disguise in it now. It's an R3 T at RD.
Let's talk about that real quick. So last night my live stream was about the 6th Circuit Court of Appeals in Ohio upholding Ohio's ban on aborting. But it's more complicated than this. But basically,
I watched a bit.
Yeah. So aborting babies with Down syndrome, and I find it massively amazing that we're not allowed to say the word retard, because that's
terminology.
Yeah, and that's an offensive slur.
Retard means mentally deficient.
Right.
That's what retard means. It means mentally deficient. So if somebody who's meant to have their full faculties are acting in a way that is mentally deficient, they should be called a retard.
Right.
Because they are matching the criteria of the word. And I don't know what it is with current day, but for some reason, people seem to think insults are not meant to hurt you anymore. No, insults are called insults because they're meant to make you cry. That's the whole point of them, to make you feel bad.
But they couch their opposition to the insult to themselves in, well, but that's offensive to someone else.
No, it's not, because I'm not calling somebody who's got Down syndrome a retard. That's low hanging fruit.
but that's how they, right. That's the justification is you can't call me that because that'll offend someone else. It's like, shut up, shut up. You're the offended retard here. But I find it amazing that like that slur is the offensive thing, but the outright eugenics program of Down syndrome
the
babies.
cleansing of them. Yes.
That's
we think your child
okay.
might have Down, so you want to be thinking about aborting. Pardon?
Right. Yeah, it's amazing.
Can't I just have my child and love them as my child?
Well, I mean, no.
No.
You don't get to have that.
No.
But anyway, so everything about this show today is completely hacked together. It's a disaster. I've switched over to StreamYard, so I don't have the chat on stream. This is the one thing I don't like about StreamYard is I don't know how to have the chat in the video recording.
Oh,
they don't really do that.
Yeah, you'd have to link like an OBS with your StreamYard. And I don't ever do that.
Yeah, I might figure out how to do that at some other time. But for this episode, I needed StreamYard because we're going to watch this video. We're going to watch Gail defeat Satan with lightning bolts. And that is what we're here to do.
Do we know if there's gamer words in this video?
Almost guaranteed. But I'm telling you, so we watched that a good chunk of the Popeyes video on your show, right?
Yes.
Now I had watched that video with Drexel on my show in its entirety, including all of the full gamer words. And that show is up on my archive channel. And I have to tell you, it's one of the only monetized live streams on my archive channel.
YouTube loves
it's got rape.
Yes.
It's got gang rape.
Multiple. Yes.
It's got all sorts of racism. It's got a Popeye's chicken being overrun. It's got LaQuisha or whatever. LaQuifa, I think. It's got everything in it that you could imagine. And on top of that, it's a Drexel and I show, so it's overtly offensive already. And somehow that one's monetized. Every other show, all the straight lace shows I've done. No. Those are demonetized to me.
But it's great because I put out a video today about the BBC's head of diversity saying that Idris Elba's not black enough. His character Luther in Luther's not black enough because he doesn't have many black friends and he doesn't eat jerk chicken. He doesn't eat Caribbean food. So he's not black enough. So I did this video on it and I did all these, various elements into it. And for the first time ever, when I did all my box ticking, of is this safe for advert? Is this safe for adverts? Yeah, he does this, and this. And then you're okay it. The YouTube algorithm was just like, no. This video is not safe for all advertisers. This is a demonetized video. This is the algorithm picking up, and I'm thinking I'm saying it's the title. It's because it's got black in the title, and black's now just such a taboo word to use.
Right, you wouldn't want to do that.
No, so I put an appeal in, and then I released the video because I'm not fucking about, So I released the video, and within 45 minutes, YouTube had gone, no, this video is fine. This video is fine. You got a green button, sir. You got a green button of love. So cheers, YouTube.
Usually I get the yellow icon on every upload. Even on my short videos, which almost all of my short videos are monetized. Only 2 in the past 100 aren't. And that's and I think those are both bogus, but that's where they stand. One was a video I did on January 6th, and I showed some still images of the riots on January 6th, and they
Okay.
said I was showing real police violence, and I was like, I mean, not really though, because it's just still images. But I think someone was getting pepper sprayed in the still image, so that was that. And then the other one was talking about the Tsarnaev, the Boston Marathon bomber,
Oh yeah.
the one who's still alive. And you can't talk about terrorists and get even in negative ways and get monetized on YouTube. They don't allow that in the monetization anymore. So I normally get it, but they all start off as yellow. I have to get them pretty routinely appealed.
So if Jack appears on YouTube, does that video immediately get demonetized considering he's cosplaying Osama bin Laden?
It should get demonetized because he's a pedo.
Well, definitely. At best, pedos adjacent, as they like to say themselves. Right adjacent? No, pedo. You're fucking pedo adjacent, mate.
I'm gonna start calling him the drunk cartographer, because he brings in all the maps or whatever.
Yeah. Oh. The worst day of my life was when somebody was referring to something as a map, and this was only about a year or so ago, and I, innocent me, was just like, I don't what's a map? I don't understand what map means, what it stands for. And then they explained what a map was, and I was just like, I didn't need to know that. Oh, why do I have? Oh, now I know this. So it's hideous.
James O'Keefe is now suing Twitter, by the way. Things move fast in Twitter town.
Good.
So that'll be interesting. Someone was asking me if the book to the left of Warlord was Imperator, or was, wait, what was that? I gotta find this real quick. It was the book to the left of Warlord is Imperator, right? This one? Maybe. This one is Dark Imperium. I don't know. I don't know which book you're talking about specifically. One of them. It's probably up there. Anyway, dude, I'm out of it. Let's figure this thing out. We got a couple chats to kick off the show, and then oh my god, how do I read stream?
They're both calling you gay, probably.
Yeah, they definitely are. I gotta pull up my. How do you
read your chats? Just go to your YouTube studio.
No, it's not that. It's the StreamYard chats that I would normally read. Those aren't. I don't have stream.
Just go to your YouTube studio.
No. I know where to read super chats.
Okay.
I'm talking about Streamlabs chats. Sorry. Like the PayPal chats that come in.
Oh, that's Streamlabs. Go to Streamlabs and read them from there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I would normally have it pulled up already because that's what I would be doing my broadcast from, right? Streamlabs OBS. They're not gonna show up. I've got to figure out how to implement all this stuff into StreamYard. Dear God.
Dear God.
Someday it'll be like I've done this. So yeah, because I have
today.
Today is not that day. Because yeah, okay. So let me read there are 4 of them in there. And now I'll have everything. Oh God. Okay. Wolfgang Deo says I updated my stance on abortion. Either they let the state give a judgment, like in cases of ending adult lives, or they commit suicide. Want to kill the baby? Your body, your choice. Kill yourself and you kill the baby. Go ahead. Seppuku, you thought. Okay.
I'm glad they haven't got a strong opinion on that.
Monica's personal fiance says, glad to announce in addition to setting up your mortgage, the Tuttle Group can now set your house up with life insurance. DM me on Twitter at Ronald Toye III for more info. Oh, God.
I've seen you've been ding-donging with him on Twitter.
Just the one day, because they got all salty. Because they really wanted to cancel Vic from showing up at a church and giving his personal testimony, because that's how petty these people are now. And so
do you know what would be really good if they put their time into actually getting a substantial accusation against him?
That would be a much
better use of their time if they're so committed to him being Mr. Badman. Maybe get something substantial that you can put together to actually have a crack at him.
Right. It's like, I don't know if people realize, I think they just think that there are people that everybody's okay with like actual bad behavior, but it's not that. It's that you guys haven't actually shown any bad behavior. You just really wanted to destroy someone and did that without actually having anything that was complaint worthy at all. That's the problem.
And but you can't produce anything, and your only method of attack is to attack places where he's going, kind of says to me, you've got jack shit.
Right. And you are wise. Did you know that? You are a wise gentleman.
I just thought that was just logic.
That's a short supply.
It's just really like basic logic. It's right. You don't have to much brain power to work this stuff out.
But
think Sherlock Holmes. This is this is fucking Danger Mouse level shit.
Hey, don't you hate on Danger Mouse?
I'm not. No, I'm just saying that that's a kid's cartoon.
Yeah. But so they had effectively canceled him from the church, and they were all doing their victory laps on Twitter when basically the church wisened up and thought, hey, maybe we should actually talk to this guy. And they talked to him, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're still going to invite you. And so he got re-invited back to the church to speak. Good. At the same time he was already going to speak. And then they lost their collective minds because they had made such and it's weird because it's just this little church event, but that was a big victory. That's their, every time they can cancel him is this huge thing that's so important to them for some reason. And so then to have it overturned really pissed them off. So they were all over Twitter. So I was razzing them a bit.
Did he also get reinvited to Las Vegas or not?
No, unfortunately. And see, that one, of course, is much more substantial. That's a convention. That's he loves Star Trek, and all that stuff. And Star Trek continues is such a big part of the things that he is proud of achieving. So that one, I know that one was probably stung quite a bit. I think he'd gone to that convention every year for the past 15 years, and they just are afraid of a couple people on Twitter. And it doesn't make sense to me, because I'm telling you, if I was running a convention, people are like, oh, you can't do that. I would say, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then if I know this person, I've dealt with this person, I've worked with this person, don't have any concerns. And then if my staff or whatever came up to me and was like, whoa, we've got real concerns, I'd be like, well, you can get over it or you're fired, because we run a business here.
Yeah, this is a business. This isn't your fucking personal fifi. That's your home. That's your home life. That's where your personal fifis can do whatever they want. And that's none of my business. But when you're in my business, then that's the important thing here. My business.
Right. And it's like, well, then I'm going to quit. It's like, okay, yeah. See you later.
There are people queuing out the door for jobs right now because their businesses are closing down because of fucking inept government, fucking coof shite.
Right.
You will be replaced within 24 hours. Good day, sir. Good day.
Good day, sir. You get nothing.
You get nothing.
But yeah,
Hey!
and it'd be like, maybe what we'll do is we'll just, if there's a problem, like if you cause some sort of problem with the convention by your absence, we'll just let people know that you were unable to get over your personal feelings, and we'll tell them that you're the reason that I can't do this thing, or that the service here is lacking, or whatever it is, because someone had their panties in a wad, they couldn't get over it, and they couldn't man the fuck up, grow up, and do their job. They just couldn't be bothered. So they had to go.
But if I was the business owner, I would say, what has he done wrong? Let them say what he's done. Where is your proof? Where is the court conviction for this action? Oh, well, he hasn't gone to court yet. Okay. When is the court pending date of this accusation against them? Well, there isn't one. So, right. So what you're saying is you're operating off hearsay and believing it as fact. Yeah. Right. Okay. You're fired.
Why? Oh, it's because of the court date that's not scheduled for the bad activities that you did. I just heard about them. Sorry. Welcome to cancel culture. You're gone. You're fired because
These
you
aren't
molested
difficult
kids.
questions to ask people.
Yeah.
And the good thing about them is these questions allow response. They allow communication back.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gatekeeping questions. They're not yes or no. They will allow for a constructed answer. And if you don't have any evidence to present, then why are you mad?
Yeah.
Why? You're mad at nothing. You're mad at something that somebody said that can't be proven.
And the other part about it is, you know, the way these people couch this thing is, well, we're concerned for the safety of everybody at the convention. And you can say, okay, since these accusations, let's disregard everything that happened before. So you can even take in your accusations and giving them merit that is far beyond what's due. Since those accusations, there have been 0 incidents and 0 complaints from any convention at all. There hasn't even been like any moments where something might happen or anything like that. Everything's been overwhelmingly positive. So where's the safety concern? Like who's in danger? Because we know he's been doing shows throughout 2020, throughout 2019, and now he's been doing shows in 2021. So where's the danger? Who's in danger here? What's going on? Yeah, and that's what it is. Of course, it's always.
Do you think Vic turns up? Someone goes, now that I'm at this convention, I can do the raping and the fucking touching.
That's how I actually open every convention appearance. So
people that want to be molested to the right, and people that want to be fingered with my penis to the left.
It's like the Rowan Atkinson convention. Did you ever see his where Rowan Atkinson plays as Satan welcoming people to hell? He's like, all the Jews over there next to the Protestants. Yeah. I'm sorry, the Catholics were right.
Couldn't have that nowadays.
No.
Can't have humor nowadays.
Okay, before we move on, I've got to tell you, man. I did a watch party on Twitch yesterday.
Okay.
And anyone who was there with me, I know some of you were there that are here now. It was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Okay.
It's called Society.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
We got done
when it freaked the shit out of me.
I was like, I was dumbstruck. I was silent for like minutes, just sitting there marveling at that ending. He turns that guy inside out with his fist. As I didn't know what to do. I'm sitting there just like this. It starts off, it's kind of this like weird, creepy, slow burn movie. And then it gets going and going and going. And by the last like 20 minutes, it is nonstop lunacy out of nowhere. You've got like Clive Barker was writing a book and had an aneurysm, and that came out.
Yeah,
amazing.
Or Stephen King just went, what if I have even more drugs?
Yeah,
even more than I currently have at the moment. Just double the dosage of it.
He calls up his pharmacist and asks for the Floyd cocktail. And
easy on the knee. Easy on the knee.
Oh no. Oh God. It was magnificent. I'm gonna have to watch it again at some point because I don't know how I missed this movie. I mean, it was right when I was growing up. I've seen all sorts of weird movies. Like that movie came out in 89. So I would have been
89. God damn.
Yeah. So I would have been 8 when it around the time it came out. And that is around the time when, I mean, I would have been watching all sorts of these movies. I watched all the Hellraisers.
Yeah.
In the Mouth of Madness, like as these movies are coming out. So even if I would have missed it when it came out, because I would have been a little young, I would have picked this thing up over the next 5 years, because that's the types of movies that like I would watch and my parents would watch. And I sent it to my dad and I'm like, have you seen this? Because if you've seen this and never told me about it, I will never forgive you. And he's like, I've never even heard of this movie. I'm like, how? God, it was so good.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, and I just remember. I think I've only seen it the once, and
you got to rewatch it, man.
Probably through older eyes.
Yeah,
I'm sure it feels a lot different when you're a kid watching it. You're just like,
yeah. Well, I think if I would have watched it as a kid, I'd probably be in prison. Right. Like my life would have taken on a different course. I would have robbed a Denny's or something. And that's how it would be. But no, I'm so glad I watched it last night. Someone's been bothering me to watch it. I don't even know who, but they keep every couple days they'll be on Twitch like, watch Society, you coward, quitter,
wow,
worthless heap. And I'm like, sometime we'll watch it. Okay. I've seen it in the list. All right. We'll get there. And so then oh man, it was amazing.
Society freaked me out more. Somebody said, what about Return to Oz? Society freaked me out more than Return to Oz, even though Return to Oz did freak me out.
Return to Oz. I've never watched Return to Oz. I don't think.
Oh, Jesus. My mom got it for us because, it's the sequel to Wizard of Oz.
I think I've heard about it.
Possibly the most disturbing thing you can show your child. Fucking the Queen, just like rows of heads, and they're all alive. They're all her like heads, and her head gets cut off, and she's fucking still going around. And you're a kid just there going, ah!
This sounds great.
It's like imagine if the Tin Mans are now on crack. The fucking lions, I don't know, fucking molester. Everyone's just like fucked now.
To be fair, the lion always came across that way to me.
I always thought he was a bit of a pedo.
It's like, why are you talking like that?
I'm so scared. Why don't you come over here and give me a hug?
Rub my furry nipples.
Yeah. Oh, young flesh. Get him away! Get it away from him! I told you. Fucking told you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm just a cowardly lion.
Yeah, exactly. That weird. Okay, Uncle Ruckus says, "Hey Nick, always good to see you and Uncivil streaming, but what's with his funny accent?" And Anyway, did you see the judge threaten the prosecution in the Chauvin trial with a mistrial for their witness mentioning possible new evidence? I did see that. Yes. I did see that. There was no mistrial declared today. It is a pretty interesting thing that was going on, but you know, that's the way it goes. I thought my stomach growling might have been audible there for a second. Holy crap. But
I did not hear.
I did. It rumbled for like 10 minutes straight. No, Butt World's man says Chauvin's acquittal will be a category 10 chimp out. Get all your building's life insurance ASAP. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. And then a couple more chats that came in before the show. And then while I was super late, that was my plan, actually. Sarah Cordell says, heard you were coming to Georgia this weekend and wanted to tell you to check out my friend's brother's distillery called American Spirit Works in Atlanta. They have several types of whiskeys you should try, like Tire Fire and Resurgence. I would love to, but I'm not going to be in Atlanta. I'm going to be in Kingsland, Georgia, and I'm going to have almost no time. So unfortunately, and if you're wondering what Kingsland, Georgia is, so am I. Funny Valentine 2024 says Vid Gail's hood mentality has Gail in blackface.
I could imagine Gail doing blackface.
I think it would be necessary for her to fight off Angelina Ballerina.
Ballerina keeps getting raped by black people.
But she is wanting that, though. Like that's the invitation that Angelina Ballerina puts out. I mean, she was fine with it at the Popeyes. Oh,
well, I mean, she seemed to. I mean, she seemed to relish it, but I mean, because I watched the rest of the video, you know, after the stream because of said mentioned incoming Game Awards,
right?
Which when they did come, I was actually laughing, not disgusted. I was actually laughing because she was doing an accent at the time as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna Game Award, you know? He's like, oh, you're just like, oh no.
She was in it. She was in
and
it.
then Brent Spiner went off for raping.
Yeah. I mean,
4 days.
That's the one I didn't see coming. I did not see Brett Spiner raping Auntie whatever.
Laquifa, was it? He went off and raped Laquifa?
Don't worry, she didn't feel it anyway.
Oh.
I can't. All right, so
this is a special woman.
Yes.
Sorry, this is a special needs woman.
So what I was saying earlier, as about starting to use
sorry,
Quifonda.
Quifonda.
Oh God, you racist, mixing up those names. So what I was saying earlier, I didn't know like what to do. I have not set up StreamYard at all. So I was like, what background image am I going to choose? So I just picked a picture from the Minneapolis riots of a burning down McDonald's. This building has life insurance, though.
Did you see the press conference with the former now chief of police? Because he's quit now.
Oh, he's quit now?
He's quit now. Yeah, the chief of police is fucking deuces him out of here, you fucking crazy fucks. And he was there talking about calling them riots. And the press, are they going, no, they're not riots, the peaceful protests. He's like, no, they're riots. We were there. They were pelting us with concrete and they're riot. And it's like the press were even fucking trying to, it's like, oh my God. Every one of you are not members of the press. None of you.
No, they're propagandists.
You are propagandists.
It's amazing. It's
just
like
CNN.
Well, but the concrete wasn't that big. That's your job. Your job is to get hit by concrete. It's like, shockingly, no.
Peacefully get hit on the head with concrete.
I had a judge, this is not in a case I was in. This was while I was working at a bank, and a guy assaulted one of our tellers. And then when the cops came, he slugged one of the cops. And so he got charged with 4th degree assault in Minnesota. That's assault of a peace officer. And he gets to court, and the judge drops the 4th degree assault charge and says it's the officer's job to get punched in the face. I was like, not really, though. Like, that's not, there's actually a specific statute that says you can't do that. So I don't think it's part of their job description, but that's, that's the way the press sees it with the riots and stuff. It's like, well, it's just bottles and concrete and bricks being thrown.
Let's play their game then. Let's play their game. It's part of the police's job to have concrete and bottles thrown at them, right? Okay. Let's just say that is true. That's still not fucking peaceful. Nobody peacefully throws concrete and fucking bottles at people. It's not a peaceful thing. It's an act of aggression.
Iran would like to disagree with you. Peacefully take care of infidels.
Flopping their flip-flops at me as well,
It's a flip-flop in one hand and a 1 kilogram stone in the other. Okay, what do we got next? Man of War 665, neighbor of the something.
Of the beast.
Leave my vicinal resident alone.
Oh.
I must be talking about Gail. Keck7 Go says, in the homosexual Streets of Rage boss voice, oh, Gail, please introduce me to those hunky Jesuit boys, including that thick boy, Bubba. The very thought makes me quiver. I bet Ron Toye would die to be part of this. Thanks for the disturbing ums and ungs. That was terrible. Opposition.
Without trying to, sorry, Nick, without trying to entrap you in any way. Mr. Toye, because I don't know Mr. Toye at all. I'm not part of this whole weirdness. But am I incorrect in my assumption that he was partial to a little bit of against his woman?
Well, he beat at least one of his wives that we know of. He has 2 ex-wives. One of them he definitely physically assaulted. That's in court documents. It's recognized as fact by the court.
Okay.
He also called her and she wouldn't pick him up. He didn't have a car for whatever reason that day, and she wouldn't pick him up. And so he called her and threatened to kill her dog. And he threatened to kill a judge and the judge's child. And he, I think he threatened to beat up his ex's boyfriend as well, or something. Like he had anger issues, maybe. Might be relevant.
This person's got provable.
Oh yeah.
And this is the person who is going after Vic.
Yeah, one of them.
Who's going after
one of the
Vic.
main ones though. He's actually in the lawsuit. He's been sued because in the time between like January 16th and February something, he had tweeted negative things about Vic about 400 times.
So Nick, just one more question. How would you spell projection?
RON space TOYE space III. Make sure those I's are capital. Opposition Transmission says, if you could choose any SJW victim type name for yourself, what would it be and why?
Ooh, Karen.
So Karen is an SJW victim. God.
Quifonda.
Kamala. That's what I would choose.
Ooh.
It's a powerful name.
I want to one up, you know. AOC.
Oh. But does she have the power of
Dude,
Anita?
She's on her whatever social app she goes on, crying all the time about everything that's been done to her in life.
Like literally tried to have me murdered, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is like,
literally,
honey, I don't try at murder. There's success and failure. That's all.
And then I can hide in the bathroom. That's a victim. We're playing victim, folks. People are saying, no, she's a grifter. That's the point.
Yes.
The point.
Kinnell's pussy crushing adventure says, as I hear Idris Elba isn't black enough.
This is true. Doesn't eat enough jerk chicken for the BBC's liking.
I do like jerk chicken though.
I do like Idris Elba. I'm not a massive fan of jerk chicken, to be honest.
No, yeah. I like jerk chicken and Idris Elba.
I do like rice pea and dumplings though, in Caribbean food.
I haven't had that.
Oh, the West Indian dumplings. Fuck.
That sounds good.
That is something special. But I'm not a jerk chicken. Not a big jerk chicken really.
I'll note that. I'll note that when I come to England someday, I'm gonna just bring you a big platter of jerk chicken.
I'm sure that'll taste delicious.
I remember this is your favorite. Here you go. Yeah, I'll bring it from the States.
You're racist.
I'll pack it in my luggage from the States and bring it. It's a little room temperature.
Out. Let's just put it in the sun, keep it nice and warm.
Stephen Talbot says, could you and Ron do a Between Two Ferns style episode where you ask each other personal questions while wearing tank tops and drinking whiskey? Me and Ron Toye? I doubt it.
Right.
I don't. God.
So why is your life such a fucking mistake?
Yeah.
why didn't your mother abort you when you were a fetus?
Have you considered fixing that problem?
Do you have any strong views on self-termination? If not, go for it. I see.
Have you discussed a living will? Did your lawyer encourage you to have one? Mr. Bentham says, you starting the stream is taking longer than the 2 weeks we were supposed to quarantine. Lost Bullet says, Nick, you are so late that your punishment is to lick 3 layers of chocolate off every part of Monica. Yes, I mean every part at the Pump and Munch public bathroom. That's
a Pump and Munch public bathroom.
That's disgusting.
Is that the Popeyes
That's where
chicken?
The Pump and Munch is an actual place in Brooklyn Center where the current riots are in Minnesota, because of the lady shooting that guy with her taser. Taser, blam! Oh shit! I shot him. You saw that, right? She shot him with her gun, but she thought it was her taser.
What?
Oh, you haven't seen it, so you didn't get the joke.
No.
Yeah, a female cop in Minneapolis, where there's not Minneapolis. It's a suburb of Minneapolis.
Oh God. All I heard is he was shot. I didn't realize that she thought she was getting a taser out.
Yeah, so she pulls her gun. She's not looking at it, right? Because she's looking at him. She goes, I'll tase you. Taser, to tell the other cop there that's struggling with the guy. She's deploying the taser, and then she deploys a bullet right into him. One shot, one killed, though. I mean, it was past marksmanship school.
I can't say it's way too soon for what I want to say. So
no, it's not. It's never too soon.
That's a hell of a KD ratio right there.
Her KDR is phenomenal.
KD is 100%, yo. This is fucking sweet.
Oh man.
Damn, that is tragic.
Yeah, it's I mean, the guy was trying to flee police. She probably would have been justified if she tried to shoot him, but instead she pulled her gun thinking it was a taser, and in an absolute like a moment, we'll call it. Okay, Geeks and Grifters says late gay and a boomer, no hope for you, son. Roger H sent a Canadian thumbs up. Brian Mulvaney says, I heard Biden took up gardening. He loves face plants.
I've fallen upstairs before.
All right, and then there's a couple more. I'm almost through the 20s here,
there.
and then we'll watch this video.
There.
Literally 2 more. Angry Baneling says, are you going to watch the Gail video about how Canada gets hit with a nuclear bukkake bomb? I don't know. I don't know if that's this one or not.
What?
I don't know. I'm not up on that. I'm not up on the deep lore on Gail. I'm learning. I'm learning along with the stream.
I'm a virgin, pretty much. I've been fingered, but that's it.
And then the Japanese Yakuza 1 says, bad day at work today. Lost my car keys and I don't have a spare. So I need to replace all the locks on the car. Got a bottle of Bowmore 15 to cheer me up. Bowmore 15 is good, man. I'm a fan. The Bowmore 15 Darkest.
There's another, you know. There's another.
It's like
you need to refresh.
Wait, what? Who needs to refresh?
Unless that's just your Streamlabs. Is that what you're talking
about? Is someone saying there's another?
Do you get bad vibes, or did I miss that?
Oh no, I start with the 20s and then we'll do the others later.
Oh, you do it that way, right? I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to do all the ones before the stream because YouTube removes them. So I did those, and then I did the 20s that came in after the stream, and then we'll get going now.
Right.
Now
so okay, gotcha.
So let me see. I've got to share the screen. Screen 3, share audio, share. Oh, look at that. I've got it. It's functioning. So that's an interesting thumbnail that we have here.
There's a couple of people I recognize.
I take it in the middle we have Satan, I'm guessing.
That's actually Lucifer.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we've got some Supreme Court members. Notably absent is Chief Justice John Roberts. He's not in this.
What's he done wrong?
I don't know. But we do have Clarence Thomas, Stephen Breyer, Sotomayor, Kagan, Kavanaugh, Gorsuch. Amy Coney Barrett is shopped in there because she is still not listed on the Supreme Court webpage, by the way.
Oh, okay.
As one of the active justices. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is still listed as a justice.
Even though she's dead.
Even though she's very dead. Worm food. And then, we have Alito over there on the side. And then we also are joined by Adolf Hitler and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who is photoshopped in Amy Coney Barrett's photoshopped over Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and Ginsburg is photoshopped in a separate capacity now in the bottom left. So that's amazing.
I take it that Hitler is also photoshopped in. Otherwise,
no, he was there.
He's looking a bit peaky.
He was there when this.
He looks a bit chilly, as if he's sat right next to the air conditioning.
He's in jean shorts. Like, what is going on with that?
Do you know? I reckon we're 18 months away from people in the far left saying Hitler was a good man. He was a good painter and he loved animals. It was just misunderstood.
Look at his outfit. He's got like a Twitch Thought outfit on. He's got jean shorts. He's got tall socks.
Lederhosen on. It's Lederhosen. He's on live stream. He wants to make some Deutschmarks. He wants some Deutschmarks and he wants some gifted subs. That's what he wants.
Sprechen Sie Deutschmark.
Sprechen Sie Deutschmarks, mein Herr. Fräulein, du bist like und nie.
If you say it, I thought you were going to say something about a knee on a neck.
No, you got to pay him $20 and he reenacts that.
Yeah.
Finance! Finance!
Okay. Well, should we start this? I mean, is there
Fucking
anything
hell.
else to do?
I think I need a pee. I think I needed to fill up my water and have a pee.
Okay, you could do that.
I'll do that. I think I got a bit excited with the Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She made my bladder go all gooey.
I'll read a couple chats
Have you
while you're
seen?
gone.
Have you? By the way, have you seen? Before
No.
I do, have you seen like libraries have got all these weird fucking ass books about her?
About Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Yeah, it's like it is cultish.
Oh yeah.
It's
You know,
just-
I have a
and they're all
I have a
kids' books.
Ginsburg. I have a Ginsburg board game. Or
I got
card
Street Fighter board game there
nice.
coming
I
out
have-
for a video over the weekend.
I have but I have the Ginsburg one. The Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's called I Dissent. And apparently you be a old lady. I don't know what the point is. It's weird. But they had to make it, you know.
I consent, then we're talking.
She's such a popular figure amongst that group of people.
I know, but all these books were like kids' books.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That's scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's how you wear a doily around your neck. You know, she had different doilies that she wore for different moods that she would have in court.
Well, like just Judy wears a doily.
Yeah, but Ginsburg wore several. I think that she made herself, and each one was like representative of like her approach to a case or whatever. I was reading about it, and I was like, "Why am I reading this? I could be reading Warhammer books."
I would have a look at all the times what doily she wore in front of black people. That's all I'm saying. Right. I reckon there's a very specific one.
It was always a white one.
It's always a white one, and Adolf loved it. Oh, yeah, so you are also a appreciator of Indian culture.
Look, I'm just saying, if Ruth meets Adolf in hell and he offers her a nice place to shower, she should avoid it.
Well, that's only because it's up to capacity. Oh no, it's now empty. Plenty of room. Right, BRB.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm getting away from your fucking Jewish genocidal jokes, okay, as quickly as fucking possible.
It's because she's a Supreme Court justice and he might be peeking in on her. Where were you going with it? Okay. Niku Yasha says YouTube, no blacksmith allowed. Had to get creative with it since they are such babies. The gray one says, good afternoon, Nick. I couldn't get a chance to respond last night about the vid I mentioned. Was the body cam footage of taser cops have zero training? Even I know you do not cross the line of fire like that. Sheepsidian says, hey, Nick, Georgia, where? Kingsland, Georgia, just over the weekend. How long? I want a high five. As whenever you visit the land of the howdy folk, let me know. I'd like to high five. I'll let him know when he gets back. Bad Vibe says, as be careful. I'll read that one when he's back too. Lord Shulk says, yo, why are the Amazons and Diablo 2 remastered men now? I wanted to talk to Az about that. Oh my God, it's so much to talk about. Taker 610 said, set phaser to gun. Nate Dog T1998 says, speaking of stupid, did you know it's illegal to eat an orange in a bathtub here in California? Something to do with an explosive. I may or may not be guilty. First of all, who's eating oranges in bathtubs? Second of all, why is eating oranges in bathtubs a problem? That's a weird one. So yes, let's talk right before Az gets back about the Amazon in Diablo 2 remaster. It seems like some of those remastered textures are a little bit more than remastered. They're re-envisioning some of the art, in regards to one character only, though. Just the one character is getting a reimagined art set, and that is the Amazon. You can't have the Amazon in a bikini bottom like she used to be in, with the Baywatch thigh hip exposure. That's no longer allowed. I'm curious if are they gonna nerf the art on Andariel? Because she was walking around tits out for Harambe. So are they gonna censor that? Because I always thought those spider legs could do some could work some magic. But yeah, the Amazon got a manly chin, which again, why would anybody want this? The Amazons were hot, if I remember right. Like that's the actual lore behind the Amazons. I mean, from the Isle of Lesbos or whatever. But I mean, Penthesilea, right? That's that was Achilles' boo, I thought. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. We can't have attractive women anymore. Didn't you hear? Yeah, I have heard that. It's a mess, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Culture is fading out of focus. Fun things are gone. Enjoyment is gone. I've been watching The Witcher series on Netflix, and I know some people don't like it because it messes with the story or something, but you have to understand that one, I've never played the Witcher games, so I don't care about the story, and two, video game stories are bad, so it doesn't matter if you mess it up anyway. But the show's really great so far. I'm 6 episodes in, I think, and I'm really enjoying it. It has attractive women. It has, I guess, Henry Cavill is objectively an attractive man. It has tons of violence. It has profanity. It's brutish. It's pretty good stuff.
Shit.
Witcher was a book first. Oh, that's good. I've been watching The Witcher. I've
just been sat here listening, to be honest.
Did you not get up and go piss?
No, I've gone up and gone pissed, but I've been sat here for about like a minute just listening.
Okay, there was 2 chats.
You said The Witcher, so I just wanted to hear your take without interfering.
Yeah, I'm on episode 6 and I like it. The problem is in episode 4 is, at least when I found out, that the story is not linear at all.
No.
And so once you figure that out, it's like, oh, and you got to kind of like go back and either think about the old episodes or rewatch them and stuff like that.
Stupid.
But they could have communicated that a little bit better, I think. But other than that, I'm enjoying the show. I like the violence, and look, Yennefer's pretty okay looking.
Does nothing for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's nothing for me.
Really?
Man,
I okay.
I don't find the character attractive. I don't know if it's just my personal taste in women or what. But
yeah, well, now I'm curious what you do find attractive. I mean, there's some ladies on the thumbnail here. Any of them? Get your motor.
Well, the one in the bottom left's looking pretty fucking. Well, I was gonna say tasty, but not a lot of meat on the bone. And that black dude's looking pretty hot as well. So,
Clarence Thomas is top tier waifu.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think it's, I'm attracted to a woman not just physically, but on a personality side as well.
Yeah.
And because the character of Yennefer in this is such a fucking twat, it just interferes with my ability to find her attractive.
You got to get on my level of just pure objectification here.
It's difficult. I've got to not know somebody to objectify them.
Well, I don't know Yennefer, so it's not.
No, but I mean, just see them without them opening their mouth or doing anything, to just be, to be nice and objective. But no, I gotta say, I think the Witcher series is massively mediocre. This series is actually about the books. It's not about the video games at all, which has a far superior story
Who the
than
hell
what
is
they're trying to do
Triss?
with the Triss. Oh, she was terribly miscast.
Who is she?
Triss Marigold she's everything in life.
But okay, who is she in the show?
She appeared in the show. You blink and you miss her because her character is really shit and really unnecessary, and only has, I think she's in 2 episodes, the final episode and episode 5 or 6 or something.
Wait, is she Ciri's mom?
No, that's
okay.
that's Queen Bint fucking dickwad fuck twat woman.
No, that's the grandmother is the queen, right?
I think Triss appeared in the episode where the other Witcher went missing, hunting the creature. Blinking.
I gotta look her up now because I missed since I don't know the characters, I want to see
put Triss Marigold in from the games, and that's everything life could offer you. And
let me see.
But Triss in the series is no.
Oh, her. Okay, yeah. That's a little bit of a miscast, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm noticing the distinct lack of red hair.
They know that Triss is bae. They know that men want Triss.
Okay, so this was one of the reasons people were so mad about the show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, and again, not it's bliss not having played the game and having literally no investment in any of this, because she was just to me, she was just a throwaway where she belongs, in the gutter of my memory hole.
I'd love to be deep in Triss's hole.
Sheepsidian said, as whenever you visit the land of the howdy folk, which would be Georgia, let me know. I'd like to high five. So
okay.
if you ever head on down to Georgia. And then Bad Vibe says, as be careful, Nick will take your eye out with that schnoz. And if you want evidence that these splurgs want Vic to Minecraft, they tried canceling a church, even that event that had zero monetary interest. Trump Willis is my name, says Razorfish shows how the books were literally copied word for word from another author, and the show doesn't even have The Witcher in it, just straight garbage all around.
Yeah, exactly. The Witcher's a place I've shared some Triss imagery that is thankfully censored. That is life. That is, I have a statue of Triss down in my front room.
That's a waifu for lifu.
Yeah, this is what the statue looks like, identical as well. So but it has a base, and she's holding a book here. And
is it life size, posable, and does it have holes?
If it did, I wouldn't be fucking on this stream.
There's a man in your country who can make this happen.
We've had this discussion
about Triss Marigold.
About this man in the country. We had it on the last time.
Yeah,
we spoke.
Yeah. I know we've talked about Dollhouse Phil.
No, I don't want Triss to be inanimate. I want Triss to be very animate.
That's true. That's true. That's the fault of the dolls, in my opinion. Is that
it's like the next. I'm gonna hunt a Triss down, and then I'm gonna she's like, what's my name's Jennifer. No. Your name is now Triss Marigold.
Right.
From here on in.
And you'll be yelling that from the top of the well, lowering the bucket down.
And you're my wife now.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it's called Triss again.
Exactly. Precisely. Thank you. I'm glad we're now getting onto the same page.
Okay, we should probably start this because it's been an hour plus the half hour I was late. So let's start the video. Okay, here we go.
Oh, hold on.
What's
Okay, you I gotta just quickly.
Oh, Fragaboom says badasses, heart. Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Taker 610 says Nick Shapiro says Chauvin judges pro prosecution. Anything you've seen cause you to agree or to agree to disagree? Also, murder 2 for Floyd and manslaughter 2 for Dante. No, I don't. This is a gut reaction, a gut feeling on the conviction. I think manslaughter 2 for Chauvin, and I don't think that the lady cop will catch a charge. We'll catch a conviction on it. But I think manslaughter
won't
2.
she get like a death by misconduct or?
They charged her with second-degree manslaughter, which is probably the right charge if you're going to charge it, because there's just not much else to charge her with. I just don't think they're going to get the charge to stick.
Sorry, death by misadventure. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't have that statute.
Don't you? We have a death by misadventure here.
So,
which means where somebody's died, but you didn't, there was no attempt in any capacity to kill them.
As for the judge being pro prosecution, I haven't seen anything to suggest that personally. I also haven't been watching every single thing, but let me humbly suggest that certain people who are who've been reporting on this may be attempting to prepare their audiences for the fact that Chauvin's going to catch a conviction. There are a lot of people who've been hyping the fact that he's like winning, and they're reporting only like the really good moments of Eric Nelson, of which there are many. Eric Nelson's doing a good job, but I do not think that this is a clear case either way for the jury. And I think any outcome is absolutely reasonable based on the cases made by both parties. I can easily see a jury finding him guilty of any of the 3 charges. I can also easily see a jury finding him not guilty of anything. So it's actually a pretty close case, in my opinion. And it's going to be literally up to probably 2 to 3 members of the jury and how persuasive they are in the jury room. So that's my opinion. We'll see. Penny Wisdom says the book The Witcher plagiarized is Elric of Mellenborn by Michael Moonrock. Moorcock, not Moonrock. Michael Moorcock. Read it. Yeah, I've seen Razorfist talk about that. So, but I've got too much 40K to read. So anyway, are you ready to do this?
Yeah, sorry, this is a Friday Night Tights guest thing. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Anthony James, even for second-degree murder, yeah, I think the medical examiners have laid a pretty clear case out that Chauvin is the cause for is a substantial cause in Floyd's death due to an underlying assault. I don't think the jury, personally, I think they're going to convict on manslaughter too, but I think they can convict on murder too based on what they've seen. Like, and the test of that would be if they got the conviction, would a judge overturn it? No, not a chance. So if that's the case, then yeah, I think they could. I don't think my gut says they're going to convict on manslaughter too. That's it. Okay, let's stop talking about that though.
Let's start talking about
Shadows King. What are you talking? He says, don't hit like, fuck Nick. What? I'm giving you my opinion of what I think the jury's going to do. Why would you be mad at that? Like, that's silly. If you don't think that jury is sitting there going, I think there's a reasonable case here, then you're being misled. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Joseph Buster, are you there? Yeah. All right, I'm going to do a quick test teleport on you. We're going to test you out into. Let's go ahead and put you on our moon base for a second. And then we're
Get on the moon base.
To make sure it works. Okay. Okay, and
hi to the Marco people for me.
Right,
is this all of Gail's patrons?
If you have any trouble breathing, it's probably an air leak or something. Let me know if you have any depressurization problems.
I think
we're going to go ahead and teleport you in 3, 2, 1. All right. We got the. Is the gravity good over there?
What is going on?
They got to
Okay.
teleport people
Having any
in.
trouble breathing?
Testing, 1, 2, 3,
No.
testing. I think I'm good here.
I think we got you. I think we did a good teleport, and we verified that your pod's operating properly. So I'll go ahead and teleport you back. All right. Teleporting in 3, 2, 1. Okay. You might want to check your penis. Make sure.
Okay.
What?
You might want to check your penis. Sometimes it turns upside down when you get teleported.
Check your penis.
Well, to check what? I'm sorry.
Your penis.
Oh, I'll just
You might want to check your penis
back
because sometimes your penis gets turned upside down when you get teleported. It's no big deal.
All right, I'm on camera here.
No
big
Let me go
deal.
get this.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Having
He's going to check his penis. You know it's happening, right?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. We got dual cam Gail.
So we know that her space pod looks surprisingly like a disheveled apartment. So that's
Yeah,
good.
weird, huh?
Penny Wisdom says, speaking of Razor Fist recommendations, I started reading Robert E. Howard based on his videos. Conan, Solomon Kane, Krull, Bran McMorn, and El Borak are all based. Zero soy. Stop consuming 21st century trash. Hail Nikki Rackets. Hey. Thanks, Penny Wisdom. Okay. So we know now that teleportation can sometimes turn your penis upside down. So that's
Well, Gail turns my penis fucking inside out.
you
know
know,
when
now
get
you can
cold and
now
the
you can
ball-
play
the
women's
ball-
sports.
Well, dude, you didn't need to go that extreme to play women's sports. Just need to clip a fucking ponytail on the back of your head. Ta-da! I'm a woman. You've still got your big beard. Don't care. I identify
And these
as what
big
I
muscles.
identify.
All right, here we go.
teleportation
appreciate
problems.
Well, your penis is coming out the right way. You might have some mom check it.
I didn't know you could do all this stuff on Discord.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with teleporter technology.
Wow, who's the lady?
Discord.
We got-
Hi, Gail.
Is that Purple Skirple? No, who is it?
Now that's Tiff all day. You've got a few new patrons.
Oh, well, welcome all of you. Yeah.
I'm good. It's normal.
Let me make sure it's
Does it smell different or anything?
Oh, dude! Whoa!
Colored ejaculate the next time you jack off, but that's actually pretty normal for teleporting.
That shouldn't be like a serious thing, though, right? That happens.
Yeah.
No, and women love it too. So if you can find a girl to come on her face, like sometimes it comes out rainbow. It's not gay. It's not a gay thing, but yeah, it's totally cool.
This is
A dude coming on a woman's face with isn't a gay thing.
Hold on,
No
it's
fucking shit.
mainstream news. That's why people think I'm crazy.
No, you are batshit crazy, darling.
How dare you, Az?
Yeah. Well, it looks like we got I guess because
Like the black woman who you had to denounce as a Lord McBride Jesuit, right? The one who you were filming her kid and she yelled at you. So, which of course means she's a Jesuit.
No, she wasn't a Jesuit. She wasn't a Jesuit. She was.
Found out
Oh, look
later
at
she wasn't.
look at the anger in her eyes.
A woman who we misunderstood each other. So I apologize to her. I actually gave her some support. She's really frustrated because she doesn't have enough money and she's got a bunch of daddies that won't take care of their kids and she's got like 6 or 7 kids.
She sounds pretty black.
Yeah.
What?
That's really nice of you, Gail. You're not racist at all. That's awesome.
Oh no, no, I'm a very tolerant person. So I'm very tolerant, empathetic person. So Satan's got his invitation now, or what's going on with Satan?
You know, let me ask Rule 13. She's been the one who's kind of wrangling all the Wiccans. They you know, the things, they don't use deodorant, and I've been trying to stay away from them because they're a little obese. You know, standard feminists. You know. So yeah, let me ask Rule 13.
Well, my nose has
Rule
got.
13, what do we?
Sorry, Walter Koenig's there.
What?
Was he talking about Walter Koenig?
I don't know. I heard him talking about wrangling Wiccans, but he's trying to stay away from them because they're all obese feminists who don't shower or use deodorant.
Blue-haired land whales.
You know, he's not wrong, I guess. Well, I know we shouldn't categorize all Wiccans that way, though.
No, you can get some hot Wiccans.
I think he's just talking about this particular subset of Wiccans.
See, he don't know the sexy side of Wiccans.
Yeah.
I have experienced the sexy side of Wiccans.
Okay. It's a name Triss?
Huh? No, that's it. That's what you get.
All right, here we go. Back to it. If at any time you need me to stop the video, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll mostly
I'm in
keep going.
shock half the time by what's been said.
And for the record, yes, people, this is on YouTube. This video is on YouTube. All of Gail's videos, you know, are there. So I guess they allow it.
This is available to be watched
as long as she
on
can
the
get
YouTubes.
Were there a lot of bombs today?
Oh, there's been a lot of bombs all the time. Lori, she's a nut, man. She just never quits.
All right, this dude who's just like lying on his bed, looking like he's about to pull his fucking dick out at any time and start whacking it is concerning me.
Well, he wants that multicolored ejaculate.
Oh, is that Rule 13? Oh, Rule 13. I can hear you. I'm surprised.
Yeah, usually I have her penis in her mouth when we're on here, so you don't get to hear her talking.
What is this dude?
I'm surprised Lori lets me hear her. Oh, she's got I hear. I think this is the first time I've ever heard her voice. She's got a voice kind of like a teenager.
And that guy's just said,
yeah. That's
normally
I like putting my penis in her mouth.
What?
I've got a very deep voice. I have a manly voice. Maybe that's my manly genes.
I think there's actually a whole video of Rule 13. Remember when she won that Nobel Prize in wiki editing?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
all kinds of people in here today.
Well, you got to admit, if Satan's going to show up, this would get a lot of people's curiosity. And I also posted the Discord link at my YouTube channel. So they, are these all patrons or what?
Yeah, well, this is a pretty big deal. I mean, you're talking about a movie night versus summoning Satan from hell. So it's kind of a new thing we're doing.
Yeah. If you weren't on our side, Zach, I would not be at all comfortable about doing this. But you've had a lot of experience dealing with Satan.
That's true.
Catch you later, Hixie.
You were his right-hand man there for a while.
Just be Terry. I'd be kind of intimidated, you know, if I had to deal with him without Zach Knight here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Satan.
Did he just switch? Did he just switch into black dialect?
Put it back.
Will we get a chance to air a grievance?
Yeah, Satan.
If I had to deal with him without Zach, just be Terry.
You know him. You were his right-hand man there for a while.
Just be Terry. I'd be kind of intimidated, you know, if I had to deal with him without Zach Knight here.
Oh, yeah.
He just switched to this be Terry. I'd be kind of intimidated if I had to deal with him without Zach Knight here. Like he switched into a black vernacular, I guess. Why is this happening? Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm already
Yeah,
exceedingly uncomfortable.
He's too smart.
She like doesn't
Will we
know
get a
which
chance
camera
to
to
like
look
air
at.
grievances with Satan first? Because I have some things I'd like to say.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't see what you mean.
Huh?
I don't see why we couldn't. I mean, I'm probably gonna call him a dick face or something like that.
Well, first we
Yeah.
gotta
Oh, steady on, old boy.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Well, these Wiccans here, they're saying that they're drawing a pentagram on the ground right now.
Oh,
They're
okay.
kind of hesitant though, you know. I think they're more nervous than we are.
Uh-oh. Could he kill them?
Well, he does have that molten semen, you know, when he ejaculates.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'm getting
when you
the
call him
impression
Satan,
that
you
this
don't
guy
always
is
know
a
what
troll.
you're dealing with, except Zach Knight knows him better.
No, he's part of Gail's group.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah,
quite
but
a few incidents with that molten semen.
I think
Yeah, well,
he might
I guess we better stop
Be
doing
just
any
a-
praying right now.
just a troll
Just gonna have to rely on the strength of my spirit or something.
taking advantage of a crazy lady or something.
Yeah, that's kind of the rule. We got to.
Well, I mean,
Wiccans are saying that we can't do anything like praying or reading the Bible or anything like that because otherwise.
Gail doesn't believe any of this, does she? This is all a con.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think she might believe it.
So,
Wow.
so we have to be kind of careful not to pray, not to read the Bible, any of that kind of stuff because it might interfere with the whole summoning from hell thing.
Wow. That's going to be a challenge for me, but I think
And Jesus, that he'll protect us. But it's good that the Wiccans seem hesitant to show that they know what they're doing. They know the severity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing this any kind of willy-nilly motion.
I think she
So
actually
Satan
believes.
didn't know about this yet?
You think Carol's a believer?
No, his internet
Gail,
connection is
yeah.
really,
Sorry, Gail.
really slow.
Dial
He's
up.
still got
Carol
like 50
works too.
Yeah.
Couldn't Lori McBride
Carol believes as well.
telepathically?
Well, she has a cell phone number, so she might have called him.
You mean Satan can't telepathically communicate with Lori?
You know, he would use the brain-to-brain servers, and we'd be able to hear it. So yeah, he just calls her on the phone.
Ah! I can't believe he uses such traditional methods.
Is this going to turn from funny to sad as we realize
Apparently
there's a
he's
bunch
not
of
as
people
powerful
taking
as he is.
advantage of a
Yeah.
mentally ill woman?
Well, I mean,
Definitely below Jesus in power, that's for sure.
based off what Gail's written, I kind of don't have any sympathy for her
Smart guy, kind of a
because
dick.
she's disgustingly racist.
Baker dick.
He's a fucking bitch.
He's a liar,
Yeah,
a
well,
deceiver,
Zach Knight
a
was,
trickster, a murderer.
Something were
Oh my.
Fucking faggot.
Whoa!
Well, yeah, he's a
Game Awards.
all the above. But yeah, Zach Knight was Satan's tech guy. So now that Zach Knight has left Satan
Satan's
and
tech
has his own Jesuit order, yeah, I think he has to rely on some pretty outdated '90s shit.
Yeah, he doesn't even have cable internet down there.
I had no idea he was in that sorry of a shape. I guess when he lost you, that was a major.
He's been
Wait,
Well,
is
And
that
everyone has
supposed to
wear
be
masks
Zach
and all
Knight?
right now because of coronavirus.
Everyone has
Who?
to wear masks in hell.
Zach Knight is meant to be Satan's former tech guy,
I
Yeah.
thought.
but
that
now
was-
he's on the side of Gail
Who's
and
wearing
the
what?
Angels.
Satan?
If you're going to turn someone, always turn the IT department first.
Well,
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't imagine Satan wearing.
You got to keep those guys sweet.
So I finally heard that the masks were actually
I
ineffective
think
because
the
it was
souls
really
that go to
the yeast.
hell are forced to wear a mask for eternity.
Well, that would be a good punishment for him, but
And I was just gonna say about the
Oh, editing.
were actually ineffective.
Yeah, that was a-
that's what
That's
what I've heard too. I
No,
think it's mainly
Masks
yeast.
are
I don't think it's
100%
COVID.
effective. Do not believe
I think
these
they're
crazy people.
misdiagnosing people.
They're not.
They're saying people, it's probably a mixed infection. That's my theory. I think it's mixed COVID and yeast. And the yeast is probably the worser of the two germs.
Mixed COVID and yeast.
But
Yeah, that's true.
because Lori's dropping
It's not a yeast infection, Gail.
Yeast. You know, yeast brain and yeast everything. And
Yeah.
then maybe they catch COVID, and then the person who writes the death certificates just writes it off as a COVID death. But they actually died of
And then they get leaky gut too.
Do yeast brain doctors describe it or prescribe it as, diagnose it as COVID?
Here we go. Jonathan Fitzpatrick says, "Do you guys know who Gail's men are?" Nope. That she's been separated from her family by them. Nope. And that you're monetizing elder abuse. Good job. I mean, I think it's more like monetizing crazy abuse. But no, I don't know the backstory of Gail at all. All I know is I watched that insane rant that was absolutely hilarious about the Popeyes chicken. So no, I don't know her backstory. But we'll see how it goes, I guess. Carry on. If it gets too ridiculous, we'll probably have to stop, but we'll see.
Well, yeah.
Actually, like based on what they said about the COVID stuff, I'm surprised the video's still up.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't get like at least tagged as, you know, a coof tag.
Yeah, I don't know. Very.
I truly don't believe there is a correlation between coof and a yeast infection.
I don't think that that's supported by the science.
No.
Or the non-science, to be honest.
The nonsense, yes. The non-science, the nonsense. Hence why the word nonsense comes from. It's non-science. It's nonsense.
So let's
there's your little bit of knowledge for the day, folks.
Here we go.
COVID, so if one has
they're probably
diagnosed.
I think anybody that has a yeast diagnosis gets diagnosed with COVID. And that's really disgusting because that makes it real easy for Lori to just drop her bombs everywhere, and she doesn't get any legal repercussions from it because nobody's acknowledging that the real
wait, Lori's Brent's wife.
Yes.
So
she's dropping her yeast bombs all over the world.
Oh my God!
It's right now. We gotta get everybody over there. So if you're a man, go ahead and hold on to your balls right now. I forgot to tell you that last time, but you should hold your balls.
I thought we were going to see that guy grab onto his balls.
So, I thought he was. I thought he was. Oh no, he's adjusting himself.
You got to hold your breasts, and then and if you're a woman with small breasts, go ahead and just put your fingers on your nipples.
Okay, this guy's unfunny.
Teleport real quick.
He's
here at the console.
Potential rapist.
1, 2, 3. Energize.
Wow.
Okay. Everybody feel okay?
Nick, if you grabbed your dick, you're out of here.
If I grabbed my dick?
So that means
when am I not?
Well, they're being energized to the wherever the fuck they're being energized to. I've got no idea. This is all crazy.
They're being energized up to the Church of Gail, which is the spaceship. That's what I've surmised. I don't know if that's correct, but I think so.
And Gail's in the spaceship at the moment.
I think.
Which is a cat lady's house.
He's definitely not a troll. He's just a creep who's paying her to be there. Well, I mean, yeah, but he knows. Like he's in on it.
Sorry, we're both wrong. I've been told to keep up. They're going to the moon base.
Oh, they're going to the moon base. Okay.
My bad.
All right.
My bad.
I just want them to summon Satan. I want to see what happens there.
I want the abuse to start.
On camera?
Good.
Are they still going to be on camera even though they're in the courtroom?
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, we teleported the whole rooms.
Oh, the whole room. How interesting.
So the men, go ahead and make sure your penis is right side up, and then for the women, sometimes your breasts get switched, and or you might find that one is a little bit bigger than the other one. But Yeah, sometimes I think this is some women that won't. One of the breasts is a little bit too big.
Oh well, I think they wanted to switch places anyway.
I only got teleported once, and that was in the battle.
Who goes to Lou and Mr. Teleportation?
They won't risk it with me, but at that time, it was worth it.
Gail is not teleporting here.
She was.
Gail is,
that was with the old church.
Yeah.
We're using Jesuit technology.
She's only been
now,
teleported
so
once.
That's why there's a few problems with the penises and breasts because Jesuit,
This guy is not even remotely funny.
No, that's the problem.
Oh, I see.
Maybe that's what makes him
I
convincing.
think my testicles switched. I think my left and right balls switched.
Oh no.
That's kind of funny.
Oh, that's because you.
Yeah, mine too.
What actually happens to every game when he but you actually get a little more semen each time.
That dude in the.
You just make sure you ejaculate that. Don't teleport too many times without ejaculate.
Oh, okay. And they'll flip back anyways and they go back, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we do it with the gays.
I feel fine, but my dog's acting kind of funny.
Who's the ISIS member in the mid-screen? I don't know.
Yeah, did anybody here ejaculate while we were transporting?
That'd have been quick.
I didn't.
Yeah, baby.
I did.
Somebody said vaguely.
Joseph Buster, you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Hold up.
Okay, I'm just making sure because you seem a little guilty right there. Because otherwise, you're gonna have to pay for that abortion for the dog.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, the dog might be pregnant, but it's okay. She just acting a little funny because she's kind of put in the oven, So them dogs.
It's a male dog.
Oh, it's fine.
Then that's even more special.
You didn't tell him to grab his balls. I don't know. Hopefully he.
You should have grabbed the
right.
dog.
I am noticing that Gail is a lot funnier.
I didn't know it was a male dog.
I am noticing
the rest
that
of
Gail,
them.
look at the way she's blinking. She's blinking very oddly.
He's okay now. He's all right.
Yeah, he's just gonna probably poop out a dog baby pretty soon, but it's okay.
A male dog?
So yeah, it happens.
A male dog will have a baby?
This yeah.
I am so confused right now.
Crazy things.
Well, let me clear this up. I think I've solved this confusion.
Okay.
Gail is crazy.
Yeah.
I
think I'm beginning to believe that.
And then there's a bunch of people and they're trying to say crazy stuff. And even her like crazy brain is having issues because they're uncreative and unfunny. That's what's bothering me about this. The rest of them aren't funny. Like her Popeye story is a masterpiece of insanity, right?
Yes.
But it has something to it. Like she may be out there, but she's able to compose something that has some level of internal consistency to it, right? The world that she has created has rules, and that story adheres to those rules. This guy is not funny at all, and he's just saying dumb stuff to try and
it's like, dude, shut the fuck up and let's get to the Satan.
Yeah, that's what
you're not funny. You're saying dumb shit. I think that you're probably a convicted pedophile or rapist. Because you got a fascination with everyone fucking jizzing and coming and sticking your knob in teenage girls' mouths.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get. It's like they're trying to get Gail to agree to a bunch of silly sexual jokes that aren't good jokes. Ninebreaker 2 is kind of nailing me on this, or nailing my feelings on this. Says I was kind of hyped for this at first, but it's seeming a lot more like a bunch of people messing with her rather than people who mean it. More just sad than funny.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
She's blinking SOS.
I would actually be more on board with them playing into the fantasy or whatever if they weren't so cringe about it.
Yeah. But without, because, I'm not Cary Grant myself by any stretch of the imagination. But when you look at the kind of clientele that's in that Discord, from what we can see with Mr. Grab Your Balls, check your dicks the right way up, we're probably not dealing with the smartest people in the world.
HVG3 says, how is this sad? I think you're misunderstanding the sad part. It's just not very funny. Like, it's not the people in the Discord they're not okay. A true fan can meld into the language of the universe that they're in and tell something inside the story. They can get into the world. They're not in the world. They're just saying weird stuff because she says crazy things. But again, to her, the world that she described in the Popeyes video has logical internal consistency, even though, like, from the outside, it's lunacy. But there's a set of rules. It's Gail's beliefs about how the world works. These people should be able to do this within the rule set, but they're not creative enough, and they're not funny.
Yeah, I thought Gail was the one who's going to be running the show.
Yeah, me too.
So I thought it was going to be Gail going, right, my Patreons, here we are. We're going to go up to planet, Moonbase Alpha. I'm going to evoke Satan, and we're going to give him what for. And I call upon thee, Satan, and then, then an image of Satan appears, and then they just take the piss out of it for an hour, and then she beams it to death.
Satan doesn't even show up till an hour into this.
Oh, sweet Christ almighty.
I'm going to fast forward.
Yeah.
To her talking to Satan.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take creative license and say
I'm with you on that.
That hearing the Spurg Patrol is not actually very interesting to me.
No, I got a feeling that the next 40 minutes are just going to be full of cum jokes and grab your tits and dick.
Yes. Yeah. So let's see what's going on here.
Okay.
Yes. Zach Knight's on the floor. He's kind of shivering. Hold on. Let me see how you doing. Hey, Zach. How you doing, man? I'm all right.
Wow. So Satan went
Yeah.
inside.
Sorry, Gail.
But
it took a lot out of me. It's kind of like getting fucked with Satan.
Satan's in a different persona now. He's not inside of you anymore, huh, Zach?
Yeah, Satan's. I've seen him like this a few times. This is kind of his. This is the form he was before he was cast out of hell.
Oh, when he was Lucifer.
Yeah. Okay.
See.
Yeah, he's a really good-looking guy.
Well, he was the most beautiful of all the angels.
Yeah, somebody said when Gail comes across as the most reasonable person in this group, something's wrong.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, so Satan's just there conferring with his attorneys. He sure got a lot of them, Gail.
That's true, though.
I mean, it's a whole legion.
That's actually accurate.
We are legion of
So
the
the UFO alien demons
How many would you
possessing bodies now?
They're still coming out of the hole too.
Oh my goodness.
And they're starting to possess the bodies now, are they?
Satan's no. I don't think he's allowed to do anything here in the court.
He's
Satan's
about to show up in a
He's
second.
about to speak.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Gail. This is Satan. How are you doing?
That's mildly amusing.
Satan will be doing a lot better when you start being good.
Here we go.
Oh,
Round one, ding ding.
Really, Gail?
This is going to get unfunny real fast.
Bad. I'm going to be nice this time, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what did you want to talk to me about? I'm here.
It sounds like fucking
What
Cecil.
I want to talk to you about is that since you are
Everybody's saying
determined
Are they saying
to
Cecil?
control the planet according to your
They're
specifications,
also Cecil.
which includes murdering anybody who won't worship you, we want to take out people that are like that because it's not fair to you oppose true love.
Yeah.
And that's not right.
Well, I do oppose true love in all its forms. Okay, so that's true. You got me there, right? But why would I help you do anything that's not in my best interest?
Is this the same guy?
Because maybe one day down the road.
Well, it's the same guy. It's not. I don't think he's meant to be the same guy, but it's definitely the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, though.
Well, it's up to you, Satan. You're the one who decided to be the rebel.
That's true. I agree with Gail.
I am a rebel, though.
He was jealous.
That was your decision. You didn't have to rebel. You didn't have to be a rebel. You could have stayed right where you were, and you should have. And now you've caused disorder in the universe and pain and suffering and death.
Well, it's so much funner this way, though. Gail, I mean, come on, everybody. What would it be like if Satan wasn't so fun? I mean, the world was just stuck.
It's not fun to feel pain and suffering and to get sick and to throw up and to bleed and to have to work by the sweat of our brows. It's not fun to have earthquakes and to have tsunamis and hurricanes and tornadoes and all that stuff. And murders.
I think it's great.
It's not great.
I think you're just a bitch. You're a bitch, Gail, and that's all I have to say.
You're a bitch, Gail.
No, you can call me whatever you want, but I believe in true love. And when true love rules the universe, everybody's going to be at peace and happy, and we'll all get along, and there'll be no more bloodshed and suffering.
There'll be no more blood.
Crap that you've unleashed.
No, just bloodshed. I thought she was gonna go there too.
There's no more. There could be no more blur. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Don't say it, Gail. No, 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 no.
Bloodshed. Oh my God!
Look,
Holy shit!
And again, the problem is that this is counterbalanced by someone who's not funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Being devil's so much fun, Gail.
I don't know if I can do this for 30 minutes.
No.
I really don't.
Can we get another video that's Gail just being crazy?
Yes, I've been sent a couple. So let me.
Oh, good. Because this is. Can we just see the laser beam? Can we at least get the laser beams?
We've got Gail reads from Jesus, the eternal bridegroom.
I kind of like Gail's own story.
Let's see. I think this is her book.
Oh,
let me see. Hold on. Let me do this for now.
Gail, I'm really disappointed in your.
I'm really disappointed in her Discord.
I was so excited for that. And she's just let us down.
Yeah. That didn't happen in the way I was hoping it was going to.
Please, everyone, do report the sex offender though who was on Discord. And save a child's life.
Oh no. Here we go. Here's her reading from Jesus the Eternal Bridegroom. This came recommended by one of my trusted Discord admins. Zap Rousdower says she is female Neil Breen. Watch her one woman movie where she fights Brett Spiner's clone and his evil wife. Not safe for work.
Oh.
Hobo Frodo says, this abuse of a schizophrenic person is hard to watch. Also, she blinks like that because her brain is trying to physiologically compensate for the over-amped dopamine receptors in her brain, very common with schizophrenics. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't actually a fan of that live stream thing at all. I think her on her own is interesting. But so let's, this comes recommended from one of my Discord mods. Let's check this out.
I will be reading.
Yeah, Gail didn't let us down. It was a Discord group.
I'm the author, Gabriel Chana. This is taken from the chapter San Francisco Jesuit Homosexual Compound.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They walked by Terrance in a procession, one by one, slapping him in the face. You're not fit to have the torture we've given to your friends. because you've never had brain-to-brain sex with Gail. They pulled down their pants and flung their penises at him. She won't ever make love to you because you're black. It reminded me of Jesus when he faced his accusers before they humiliated him on the cross, how they all went up to him and bashed his face in with their fists. Ah, Lord, the disciple is not above his master. Then they ripped off his clothes and forced him to carry his own cross exposed, nude and humiliated before the world. How Satan loved to torture Jesus. How he writhed with jealousy that he could never be as awesome as God's son. How the inferior ones punished those superior to them. How horrible that you couldn't get them to leave you alone unless you executed them, because they refused to give up their evil, their murders, and their tortures any other way. It amazed me how my mind wandered off with thoughts of Jesus in the midst of this horror. Perhaps thinking of him and how he endured it gave me some steel, some belief that all this had a purpose. But the love I had for Gail was so awesome that it attracted the notice of Satan and his cohorts, who obsessed over defeating that awesome love, to prove that such things are fairy tales, and therefore those who follow Satan should not be punished for evil, because they can eradicate the good and replace it with evil, thus trying to make evil appear good and omnipotent. You see, God, the goodness you expect of the human race is impossible. We are proof of that by our very existence, and that you allow us to get away with our crimes.
You know, interestingly, I think that's kind of relatively accurate.
Well, not all of it. I mean,
well, not all of it.
They're a bit like the gays and the blacks, kind of like, woo, that's a little bit controversial for me, Gail. Thank you very much.
A little bit weird.
Yeah, a little bit odd. Kind of noticing a pattern of discrimination with you here, against a couple of groups of people. Not good.
Let's see how this goes.
Will you punish those who have cooperated with us in our crimes like you do us? Well, you should. If not, you are unjust, and we are right to oppose you. To the Jesuits, God was an unfair and unreasonable douchebag to expect everyone to be perfect like him. To make themselves worthy, they had to destroy what was worthy. Then Satan and his Jesuits went before God and said, "See, we deserve heaven because no one on earth is more worthy than us. We have defeated truth."
Oh my God, they sound like the far left.
Fairy tale you concocted, some idealistic dream, totally unattainable.
What is up with her hatred of the Jesuits? Like, I can't figure this. That's the part of this that I'm so confused about. Why doesn't she like the Jesuits at all?
What did they ever do to her? I don't know. Gail, can we have some law, please, as to your personal disdain for this religious order, sect, avenue, denomination?
Really not a fan of the Jesuits at all.
Nobody wants to be perfect and boring like you, Jesus. You must accept us as we are and not demand perfection for entrance into heaven. Unfair, unjust. If you are so great, why won't you protect those who try to be perfect like you? Can't you stop us? Why are you so evil that you allow the humans who try to do it your way to suffer such humiliation? The mere fact that we can get away with all this means we are stronger and better than your weak followers. And we have the right to exist as we are. And so Satan and his followers sneered at me and Gail and the men who loved her, stating we are so weak and pathetic, or else we would not submit to Jesuit sex. You see how they all stick their penises in us? We are so superior that your followers cannot resist us. We will reign. You, Jesus, are not strong enough.
Well, can we just pause for a second? Sorry, did the Catholics just start sticking their penises in the devil and the cohorts?
I think so.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with this?
Well, I mean,
they couldn't resist their Jesuit sex.
They couldn't release they couldn't resist. Well, I mean, it actually wouldn't technically by the Catholic religion and their attitudes towards sex, wouldn't they probably be one of the most disciplined in refraining from intercourse?
I don't think you understand the wiles of the Jesuits. I think that's your problem. You're
and Satan's booty is just too.
I know when
fruity.
I go, you know what really gets me going. You know what I cannot resist. Where I become, it's the true prurient interest, right? Of uncontrolled sexual attraction. I think of Jesuits. That's that's what it is.
But this is starting to sound an you know, you take the word Jesuit out and you swap it with black, and then you've got the other story. You've got the Popeye's chicken story.
Yeah.
Because there was an uncontrollable desire then as well.
Well, I think that's Angelina Ballerina's like her aura or whatever.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. This is just Catholics wanting to do it.
Eric Ragnarsson says, Nick, the voice of reason, even from an atheist. What's your favorite beer?
Oh, Do you know something? I like a Beck's. I like a Beck's or Stella Artois. Wife beater, as we call it over here. It's true. It's what we call
Rontoyer's. Amazing.
Yeah. Rontoyer special.
I'll have a Rontoyer special.
But I do like, do you know what? I'm a dirty boy. I do like a cheap beer as well. Like I could Moose Carling and Heineken's all day, you know.
The only beer I've had that I liked, well, no, I've had two. They were both aged in bourbon barrels. One was called Allagash. That was good. And the other one is a Kentucky Pale Ale. It's aged in bourbon barrels. That's a beer I could drink from time to time. I don't drink it very often though. I don't like hops, so it just gets to me.
I'm a common Yorkshireman. You see, I've been brought up on cheap and nasty.
Yeah, well, my dad just drinks regular beer all the time too, and has ever since I was a kid. Like that's not like excessively or anything. He just it's a nice warm afternoon. You have a cold beer, balance it out or whatever.
But Stella Artois to me is posh. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just never could like it. I hate it. I don't know what it is. Zap Rousdower says Jim did a stream a while ago about her. Pull up Gail Cord Schuler, Brett Spiner movie trailer. One woman movie, not safe for work. Well, I can't do that. I can't pull up a not safe for work video.
Yeah, we gotta have
some standards here.
Won't kill Nick's channel video.
Yeah. This one, I mean, unfortunately, because thank goodness I'm going to take this down and put it up on the archive channel because that might get some trouble for the stupid, even though I don't, I mean, she's clearly insane. I don't think that there was anything going on with what they said about the virus stuff. But as Cybertaz says, the female cop just wanted to play Metallica's Ride the Lightning, but she played Megadeth's Sweating Bullets instead. Okay. We'll do a little more of this.
That person died. That's all. A person just died. That's all.
You have to. There's, in my opinion, there's never not a time for a little bit of levity. You got to have a joke.
But no more so than now because we are, the pompous outrage mob are so on everything at the moment, 24/7, that when something happens and, oh my God, I can get a joke in here. It's just like, I'm gonna go for it. And he makes
I see an opening.
Yeah, and they're like, I should stop him, but I'm not gonna. She's got a really good KD.
Yeah, she has a video on Medicare, by the way. So
let's watch that.
Should we watch that?
Gail talking about Medicare. Hell yeah.
After he talked about her.
Oh,
he started it.
Yes. Now it's going into he said, she said.
Yeah, let me see.
She's a bit predictable on her hatred of gays and blacks, unfortunately.
I don't know if she actually hates them. I think maybe, she's got
issues.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here it is.
Fonda.
This will probably be the last of the Gail videos, I think.
Okay.
We can talk some more. We can talk about other stuff, but
okay.
Whoops. Nope. I did not want to skip to the end. Let's see what we got.
I discovered a Mr. Metokur online who's made 2 very long. He's kind of like an inferior version of the Drunken Peasants or the Amazing Atheist. But I think he's a Jesuit. This Mr. Metokur.
She just wrecked Jim so hard. I don't know if Jim has ever been destroyed as hard as Gail just destroyed him. A weaker version of the Drunken Peasants or the Amazing Atheists. No. Evil Bunny, that is the video. I'm not on the comment section. She is. That's the video that's there. Whoa. She got, oh, wow. Now I know how Jim got cancer.
It was Gail. It was Gail all along. Is he still alive?
I think so. He's still tweeting.
Okay.
He's still tweeting. But I think he's not doing any video stuff, which I am sad about. I want him back. He's the internet needs Jim. The internet needs Jim to do the work that none of us are willing to do. Miriam 007 says, Nick, don't know if you've heard, but Twitter took James O'Keefe down and is now going to file a lawsuit come Monday. Once again, CNN using Twitter to silence their critics. Yep. Yep. Okay, here we go. She did just call Jim a Jesuit as well, but I don't think anything can hurt as much as being a lesser Amazing Atheist. That's pretty.
What happened to him as well, man?
I don't know, but
he just fell off the face of the earth, didn't he? Amazing Atheist was like a big channel once. What's going? I'm googling Amazing Atheist now.
Cack7 Go says, don't you cack me out of ending of the video you were watching. Watch the bridegroom video to the end. Oh, well, we'll see.
Oh my God, what's happened to his channel?
Who? Amazing Atheist?
Yeah.
Is it gone?
No, it's just like this guy is like something ridiculous, like 5K away from 1 million subs.
Yeah.
And he's getting 20 to 40K views on the video.
A lot of those, I've noticed that with a lot of the YouTubers from that era, they have huge sub counts and really low video interaction because a lot of people just stopped watching them for whatever reason.
Like this month, he's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just 7 videos in a month. That means that's half of March to half of now. So he must be doing other work. Does he do like a podcast or?
I don't know. I never really listened to his content or anything.
No, it's
but
been years since I have. But.
I think a lot of the skeptics lost a lot of their audience with Trump.
Really?
Because I think there were a lot of left-leaning people in that community. And then but a lot of their audience was not left leaning. They just, they were just in agreement on some of the anti-SJW stuff. And so then when that happened, it, they all just kind of went away. But anyway, let's get back to this. Here we go.
Took her. He's just ranting and raving about how boring my Forbidden Abyss is and all this. Or I would not. Or he was quoting somebody named Angelina Ballerina, who claimed.
Oh my God! Is this an Angelina Ballerina origin story?
Reader for the Forbidden Abyss, the children's audiobook that I have at YouTube. She's a big liar. No way.
Wait, the Forbidden Abyss that we were listening to is a children's audiobook? I mean, I knew the book was real. We were listening to it, but I didn't realize it was categorized as a children's tale.
Please, dear God, don't show your children.
They'd be,
for the love of God, do not show your children.
Well, they'd know to watch out for the Jesuits, that's for sure.
And the gays and the blacks.
You want to save your children from the Jesuits?
I just watched a video that said I should stay away from you because you're black.
No way is it her. Angelina Ballerina died on January the 6th, 2017. And whoever this person is that claims they're Angelina Ballerina, they're a fraud. They're not who they claim to be. They're obviously a Laurie McBride Jesuit. What I don't understand is why is Mr. Metoker posting comments from this Angelina Ballerina as if she was the Bible? I mean, he's posting stuff about her, making videos based on what she says and treating it like it's the truth. And she's obviously a fraud. Jesus Christ himself told me that he approved of the person who made the audiobook reading of the Forbidden Abyss. And I know he didn't approve of this liar, this person who calls themselves Angelina Ballerina and is posting a bunch of crap about me. It's not true.
Yeah.
And so I'm just giving you fair warning. If you go online and you do a search on my name and you run into Mr. Metoker or Angelina Ballerina at YouTube, don't believe them. They're frauds. They're trolls.
Mr. Metoker, got it.
What's really ironic is they accuse my men of being trolls, but they're the trolls. She's lying. She's making stuff up. She's saying that she appears to be a Laurie McBride Jesuit because she appears to have a lot of inside knowledge.
What does she mean, a Laurie McBride Jesuit? Laurie McBride's not the head of the fucking Catholic Church. It's Pope.
Whoa. Are you sure?
Well, I mean, I think.
Have you considered that? Are you sure though? That's my counter argument.
Is there a Laurie McBride denomination of Catholicism that I am unaware of?
Apparently, Google Books has listed her Forbidden Abyss book with the author as Brett Spiner.
No. Somebody tell Brett so he can get that changed.
He knows. He knows. I think he has a restraining order against her. He knows.
So sorry, Brett.
Plot twist, Angelina faked her death this whole time and has resurfaced to defend her honor.
Mr. Metoker.
Mr. Metoker needs to know. He's just a troll spreading false information.
He's a poor man's amazing atheist.
Deliberately misrepresenting it. And I'm certain that this Angelina Ballerina person is not the audiobook reader for The Forbidden Abyss Part 1. I'm certain of it. They're a Jesuit. And they're a liar, a fraud. And I made a screenshot of them claiming they are not the audiobook reader for The Forbidden Abyss. One way you can tell they're a liar and that they're probably a Laurie McBride disinformation agent is the fact that they go on and on about how boring my writings are. And this Mr. Meadoker actually read portions of The Forbidden Abyss, but he reworked it into an inferior version. Actually, The Forbidden Abyss Part 1 is called Brent Spiner and Vladimir Putin. It's an audiobook. And it's not. It isn't
for kids. For kids.
But anyways, what I don't appreciate about
boring.
this person is she is bringing stuff up that she's dragging up a bunch of old stuff that I don't know. She's just a liar. She's a very clever liar, but she's a liar. And I can tell you without a doubt, she's a Laurie McBride Jesuit, and so is Mr. Meadoker. So just don't.
Wow.
Okay. They're trolls.
Jim, you're a Catholic now, mate. Congratulations.
Who is not who they claim to be, and that's what they are. This Angelina Ballerina is a troll. So if you see Angelina Ballerina at YouTube making comments about me, she's a troll, or it's a he, who knows, it might be a he. They're lying. They're lying. She says, I'm the person who narrated the children's audiobooks. I was not paid and did not expect to be. Well, that's probably the truth. I was in contact with Gail's handlers via IRC. Oh, that's a bunch of crap. And they asked me to do the narration. That's a bunch of crap. You're a big liar, you Angelina Ballerina, whoever you are. I got my husband to help with the drawings. Baloney. I did record the entire book. Most of it isn't nearly as exciting as this chapter. It's actually dreadful, boring writing. What? Yeah, that's why your friend spends 45 minutes making a video about something dreadfully boring. Yeah, you got me convinced, all right. Reading it was agonizing. I don't have the audio files anymore, but I'm sure someone somewhere has them on their computer. And then she goes on and says a bunch of other crap. Don't believe anything that comes out of this person's mouth. They're a troll, they're a liar, and I believe they're a Laurie McBride Jesuit. Laurie McBride's probably paying them good money to do this.
I bet she is.
Oh,
so top dollar. Want to expose this Angelina Ballerina, who claims to be the audiobook reader for The Forbidden Abyss Part 1. She's a big lying troll. She's full of crap.
All right. Whoops. Not what I wanted.
The Grey Knights Part 1. It's going to be a lot more interesting.
That's a fantastic video. Lutein is phenomenal. Okay, someone sent me a DM I want to read real quick, though.
Okay.
Because this is... He says, hey, Nick, I've been following Gail for a long time. Zach Knight, one of her trolls, actually hung out in a Discord server I was in and talked her into dropping in and hanging out for a bit. She's actually a sweet and nice lady. Clearly insane, but nice. She's had a tough life. Her ex-husband treated her like shit. Last I heard, her son doesn't want anything to do with her, but her daughter talks to her sometimes. And he sent a video that has her talking to Zach. So I'm not going to play that.
Okay. When you say really nice person, I'm gonna have to disagree. Because let's just say her attitudes towards certain people are pretty fucking disgusting.
But don't you think those are maybe informed by her clear mental illness? Like,
well, right, okay. We don't know what her diagnosis is.
I can make some guesses. I can make some guesses, man.
And I mean, I can understand, at least from a mental illness perspective, fascination with somebody, desire to be with somebody, pretend you know, thought that you think that you are with them, you are there. You know, I've seen that sort of thing before, but to be completely against certain groups, and very specifically from a religious perspective, those Jesuits.
Well, have you ever met one? I mean, to be fair, have you ever met a Jesuit?
Yeah, I've met a few. Nice, pretty nice people, actually, for the most part. I don't know. I think there is a. I know. I do think there is an inherent problem that she has with certain things, which may be accentuated by her mental illness, but I think it's part of her makeup.
So Keck has demanded that we finish this other video, which has about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
And
As needs to forgive his mother and return to his father. Your mother couldn't help herself. All right, we've got to finish this. Okay.
Here we go. We'll see how this goes.
From us, I thought of one of Gail's favorite novels, The Thornbirds. The best is only bought at the cost of great pain. Kind of ironic that it was about a Catholic priest. Then they hoisted onto Terrance and thrust their penises into his mouth. I winced. It was like I was replaying September 1992 with Laurie McBride. She had expanded her torture to all my friends. I could feel that warm blast in his mouth as if it was my mouth, making love to.
Okay. Is this written by Brent Spiner?
I'm gonna say no.
No, but I mean, from the perspective.
Oh no. Please, no, please.
Laurie was like making love to Satan, who shoved his tiny eels like snakes into the head of my penis to pollute my sanctuaries and shatter my innocence. The vile imaginations of these criminals shocked me into numbness. With each intrusion
Children's
into my
story.
sanctuaries, the places where I only dreamed of Gail, I felt my heart shut down. I lost all feeling and went numb. It was the only way I could stand it. My heart refused to feel.
That makes sense.
I became ice, horrified, out of my senses. When you get a mortal wound, they say you know it, because all sensation leaves and you feel numb, because all the blood is drained, and there is nothing alive left to feel. That's how I felt in every way, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I felt my mortality had ended, and that I would meet God in another life. Meet Gail in another life if I met her at all. This feeling of being in another world, of denying my present reality.
It's definitely
to bear
Brett
the
Spiner.
unbearable,
It's definitely Brent
had
Spiner.
become my way of life, an entrenched habit, so that I went into autopilot, and my heart shut down, and I lost all feeling. Lastly, my brain shut down, so that all around seemed a dream.
That's a dense book,
Please
man. Look
let
how
it be
big
a
that
dream
is.
and let me wake up. My life became surreal. Images of horror terrorized my imagination. I felt dizzy and nauseated with disgust. Oh, Jesus, help me. Help us all. Is this what we must endure because we love the forbidden Gail? Why is she forbidden? Why must we suffer for loving greatness? Oh, Jesus, are you there? After stripping
Got a little bit of a high opinion about yourself, darling.
giggling and hee-hawing. What if
Well, it's you got it wrong. It's Brett's
Gail's
opinion of her.
It's Brent's opinion of her. Sorry, my bad.
Because he is in love with her. And he's only prevented from being with her by the Laurie McBride Jesuit.
But he's married to Laurie.
But that's not his choice. He's trapped.
Okay.
By her Jesuit powers. By the way, thank you for
and
the...
Laurie McBride's Jesuits rammed the cocks in his mouth and ejaculated.
Well, into Terrance's mouth.
Didn't he say his as well?
No, he felt it like empathetically.
Oh, he felt it as if okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a good pause face.
Who stuck the bits up his penis then?
Satan.
So Satan did violate. Why are bits and pieces already exposed? Really? I don't get it.
This is a thick book. Like, this is a. Do you know how much work?
THICC?
Yeah. Do you know how much work? Look at this. Is not big words, like a large text on the page, and there are a substantial amount of pages
Of mouth fucking.
The Brent Spiner married to Laurie McBride isn't the real one, says Kai Tomer. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, by the way. Thank you to all the lawgivers out there.
We have no idea what's going on. So this
Have
is
a drink, Az. You're right.
It's very helpful. All right, here we go.
Fine specimen. What fun. They pulled a dress over his head and arms, dressing him like a little girl. Oh, that's cute, they said, limping their hands at him, with smiles so wide you could almost see all their teeth. The Jesuit pried open Gerard's mouth and shoved a penis in. Our
no, not Gerard Butler.
Would need some intervention after this. How I felt for Gerard. So selfless. He always thought of us. Who would counsel him when all this was over? Come on, little girl. Suck hard on your mama's nipple. Just then another Jesuit shoved his...
This is Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler is currently getting face fucked by
Jesuits.
Laurie McBride's Jesuit army.
One day you're gonna learn.
No, I don't think this is a very nice woman.
It's Brent Spiner, not her. He brained it to her. You've got, as you keep mixing up who's responsible for the actual work.
Sorry,
here.
Brent, you're a horrible man.
Penis into Gerard's anus, both the Jesuit in his mouth and the one from behind coordinated their thrusting motions like in a dance. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief. Tell me this is a dream, Jesus. Tell me we aren't doing this. But the penis was in my mouth, thrusting like a wild Indian, and the salty taste of semen would not let me deny the reality of my existence.
Ew!
When they came to Hugh Jackman, he raised his fist and shot the fist into the Jesuits who approached him. The Jesuits flew back onto the wall. About 10 Jesuits then flew themselves onto Hugh and held him down. A black Jesuit with elephant legs and blubber protruding from his belly and bulges of fat on his back, shoved his rear onto Hugh's face. Bubba, they said to the black Jesuit, teach him for beating us up. The
my God.
Jesuit named Bubba shoved his anus onto Hugh's mouth. Lick my butthole, he laughed.
What?
10 Jesuits pinned Hugh to the floor, freezing his arms and legs. They hoisted his face onto the 2 balls of fat above Bubba's legs, his rump, and shoved Hugh's face between the balls. Now lick the butthole like a good boy. They twisted his arm and he grimaced in pain. His tongue came out and they separated the balls of fat, exposing the xenia flowered hole. His tongue traveling over its surface.
My God, it's DSP.
Her body is rejecting
it's
the
DSP.
imagery.
DSP coming through. If you guys could contribute towards the stream.
Her body is trying to stop her. It's like, no, just stop reading this.
Her rational mind's trying to come through, be like, no, we will fight the mental illness. We'll
like
fight.
every scene where someone overcomes possession or mind control in every sci-fi movie ever.
That is it, Bubba always speaks like this.
I like how she described his butt cheeks as giant balls. That was good.
And brown feces exploded onto Hugh's face and into his mouth.
Oh!
Scowl on Hugh's face, but the Jesuits held him firm in his place, his arms and legs frozen. The Jesuits filmed us the entire time with cameras and movie equipment. It reminded me of my time at the San Francisco Zoo when Laurie raped me with elephants, eels, and God knows what else in September 1992.
Yep.
So you see, people, this is from my book. Boy, I'm making this video. Jesus, the Eternal Bridegroom. I'm reading you from it. This book goes really deep into the hearts and souls of Jesus Christ, 21st century disciples, which are me and my men.
You're fucking nuts.
A little bit prejudice of you, I think, there, ass. Oh my goodness.
I feel like I've been raped. Mind fucked.
That would only be if you didn't want it, big guy.
I did not want to hear what I fucking want to hear. Oh.
You
I don't wanna be
consented to it
sick.
originally. You can't change your mind afterwards. You
Well,
can't revoke consent.
I thought we were gonna, watch some laser beams take Satan out and Satan be put in his place and Christianity save the day.
No, it turns out that stream was way more boring
Yeah, that
than anyone could have imagined.
It turned out to be some pedophile talking about ramming himself in teenage girls' mouths.
Oh my goodness. So you want to talk about Diablo or something for a little bit?
Let's talk about fucking pets. Pets are the greatest, aren't they?
I don't like pets that much.
Oh, for Christ.
How can you? They're such a pain, man. Do you travel much, Az? Are you just drinking rum?
Yes. Yes, I am. Because I need the pain to go away.
Do you travel much?
Considering we've been locked down for 10 of the last 13 months, I'm going to say no.
Outside of lockdown parameters?
No, I don't.
Really?
Mm.
I think that might be why you like pets. Because if you travel, pets are the most inconvenient thing on the planet, in my opinion.
I mean, sure, I can understand like cats and gerbils and shit. But doggies are used to going out. Doggies are used to traveling.
The last thing on earth I want to do is bring a dog with me somewhere.
Why?
Because I don't even want to have a dog in my house. Much less
well, there you
out.
go. That's probably a good reason why.
I have this weird thing. I like other people's dogs just fine.
Mm.
I don't want a dog ever. If I don't have to take care of it, it's great. Right? Oh, cute little poochie. But my God, taking care of dogs makes me want to hurl myself off of every cliff right into the chasm of Gail.
Careful, you'll get a dick in your mouth.
I do not like with cats. At least you can kind of leave them be. They don't need like dogs. You got to send them outside all the time. You got to have someone take care of them. Cats, it's like you can have someone come by every week and make sure they're still alive, and they're basically fine. Because cats already hate you.
Yeah,
like just by their existence. So it's not like you're gonna make it worse.
No, a cat doesn't give a shit. Cat just is bothered about whether or not he gets fed and watered. And if that runs out, then it's not happy. But if it's got plenty of food, but there again, I went away for a few days at Christmas. Not this Christmas, the Christmas before, 2019 Christmas. And I was away for I left, plenty of food and water for Belle. But I was away for like 4 or 5 days. Normally I'm away for like 3.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got in the door, woo! Belle was comes running down to me. Miss me. She missed me.
Well, yeah. Look, I mean, they hate us, but they're symbiotically attached, because if they don't get their daily fill of hatred, then Satan made them this way, you see.
My human's back for me to have utter disdain for.
Right. So then they're like, Well, who's gonna watch me push glassware off of a ledge?
Yeah.
If you're not around,
Yeah.
so it's not even funny it's not even fun for me to do this while you're gone. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I'm not enjoying this.
But I'm not enjoying it. Yeah. I'm not.
When we went down to Florida last when was this? God, it was last year. Excuse me, September, I think, August or September. We went down to Florida, and when we came back, we had someone over at our house every other day feeding the cats, making sure they were good, had tons of water, they'd bring kids over and pet the cats and play with them and stuff. And we put blankets over all of the couches so that the cats wouldn't scratch up the couches, right?
Sure.
Makes sense. They urinated so much on those blankets and couches that all of the couches had to be thrown away.
Oh no.
So now when I am leaving, when I'm leaving for more than an hour, I just put the cat in a blender and then never come back.
Wow.
Yeah. No, we make a place for them out in the garage and have people come take care of them there where if they destroy something, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You know? But oh my God, that was a lot of couches, man. There's 4 different couches.
Bell's, for a cat, she's pretty good. She absolutely hates everyone, and kind of hates me a lot of the time. But every time I go to bed, she'll jump into bed with me for a bit, and then she'll get some loving, some petting, and then she'll fuck off. And yeah, she's like pretty nice. She's pretty well behaved with me. But yeah, anyone else comes in, she's like, fuck these bitches. You know?
Siren Jag says, you need plastic couch covers. Bro, I would have come home to a kiddie pool full of cat piss. That would have been horrible. I'd rather buy new couches. Like, how do you even dispose of that? It would have been gallons of it just sitting there in this nasty, fetid pool of cat urine. No.
These cats, they have their places to go. You know, they've got their trays and whatnot. And you just got to think, what a bunch of wankers that they were just like, fuck this guy. Let's just piss all over his cat.
It was rude. It was particular. They've never done that. They've never just like pissed on a couch other than that time. So we had no concept that this was like a thing that our cats might do because they're good cats.
Yeah.
We like them. They're actually exceedingly sweet cats. They go outside, they come back in when you call them and stuff like that. They're really lovey and they rub on your legs even when you're trying to walk in the middle of the night, and they try to kill you with it.
Yeah.
And they'll come like lay down with you. Like if I'm on a couch, a cat will come up and hang out with me for a while. If I'm asleep in bed, one will come up and like lay down on my arm. They're great. We had no idea this was going to happen, but as it turns out, the cats had different plans, and it was lovely. So now, you know, 4 repurchased couches later, the cats did live through the encounter. I do want to say there,
you didn't kill them.
I said I'm going to learn how to cook cat, but I didn't. So. Actual Boomer says my cat used to poop in my shoe.
Oh,
it's horrible. So you got to have a dummy shoe to fool the cat. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah. Belle's not done anything outrageous. A couple of, she's good kitty. She's good kitty. Hey, have you seen what they've done with Diablo 2 remake?
Let's talk about it. They've turned the Amazon into a Mamazon.
A Mamazon, yeah. Have you got an image?
I can find one.
I can get an image if you ain't got an image.
Yeah, if you've got it, I'll defer to your screen
the
share.
Mamazon. There we go. What a face on this. Okay, okay. The Mamazon. Let me just blow that face up, yo.
Why?
Hi, my
Why?
name's Steve, and I'm from Croydon.
I mean, I guess we can credit them for keeping boob armor. Like that's about it, though.
Yeah, but I don't want to fuck Steve from Croydon with boobs.
Right? No, that's that one got a special pass to play on the girls' sports team, right?
This person is breaking records daily in the Amazonian fucking Olympics.
Oh, look, it's the new girls rugby player. What's your name?
Yeah,
Eric.
Steve. And I'm from Croydon.
The other thing
And if any of you fucking even think about calling me a man, I will fuck you up. And believe me, with a body density of 20% more muscle than you at least, that's going to be easy.
I've got a javelin in my hand and elsewhere.
I'm not afraid to use it.
And you notice, of course, that they kept like the leather pleated skirt or whatever, but the other one had a little bit more of the Baywatch hip showing.
Thigh? Yeah, we got some thigh,
like some thigh and hip, and then that is now fully covered because you couldn't have that.
No.
The previous Amazon was insufficiently armored, apparently.
I mean, you got to be mobile as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Do I remember in Diablo 2, the type of armor you're wearing actually determines the look of the character, though, right? Like, because when you wear the plate mail armor, it actually changes the appearance of the character from the original. Which is something that's not present in Diablo 3, if I remember right. So if you wear like the leather type armor, they get like a leather jerkin and some pants or whatever. But then if you wear the plate mail, you actually get a different look on the character. So I don't know.
A different look on this character,
right? But I think
there's a fucking Adam's apple over here somewhere. You know.
It's an Adam's
grapefruit. Look,
grapefruit.
there's a little bit of a bump there on the shadow. I think that's a freaking Adam's apple.
Look at that is a severe aspect. The other one's got some, some nice makeup going, some eyeshadow and some, because she had to look good while slaying the goblins and the demons.
This one has to look like she needs no man.
Right.
She is one.
Right. Well, she's going to be going for the assassin the entire time and the sorceress. Like that's her thing. She's going to be tracking them down. Ready to throw some. But I guess Plague Spear was just herpes.
Swear words and stuff like that and everything. Censoring the shit out of it.
Wait, they're changing dialogue?
Yeah, dialogue's been changed as well.
Why?
Because
but the dialogue in the original one wasn't, I don't even remember profanity.
They're changing dialogue.
I believe you. But like I'm saying it was so irrelevant that I don't remember any of it.
Oh, here we go. Here's
there's the full model.
The full Monty.
Can I say something that is unrelated to this thing entirely though? 3D rendering has gotten so good that looks like a picture of an actual like toy or statue.
Oh, yeah. That could be a statue. Amazing. Yeah.
It's amazing. That's all I wanted to say about that.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, why? Blizzard censors single curse word in years old World of Warcraft dialogue.
Yeah. Garrosh Hellscream calls Sylvanas a bitch.
Well, is she?
He says something like, "Yeah, she's a massive bitch. She's a cunt.
Okay,
a bitch." And he says something like, "Mind your tongue, bitch." And she's like, "Yes, my lord." And then Blizzard came along and went, "Oh my god! Like in today's day and age, like I think like it's something that we need to like address." And that's the males, by the way. That's the males in Blizzard.
I just want to point out that Kamikaze Pilot says, a bit manly, but she can still step on me.
Hey, you want look, dude, you want to live out that fantasy. Hey, no kink shame here. But you want to do it with the fucking 12-foot woman in Resident Evil 8. That's what you want to do it with, because that's the fucking woman at least.
The big vampire woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
What's
big
the
booty and a
sorceress
big
look like?
knuckles.
Scroll down.
Well, this is the sorceress, and they've she did have some underboob, which is now covered up by a more firm upper torso. I think there's the bums are being censored to more loincloth.
What about Andariel's? She had breasts out.
Well, that's gone, and that's now the new.
Ew. But Andariel, like, so they showed the butt treatment. I'm guessing they've censored the nipples on Andariel.
Oh,
as well.
I imagine so. So these are the chain there. You can see there's underboob.
Yeah, just a little bit, not a ton.
Not huge, but you know.
But yeah, they've done that. They've also they've softened up the abs. It looks like.
Yeah, let's go back.
A little more abdominal definition on the. She looks.
Yeah, but you got a rib cage there, and just
Yeah.
Toned. And then there you got a little bit more skin down the front, which has now been covered up on the bodice. Little tweaks.
I like the
Meanwhile, the
druid.
guy though, he can get his tits out.
Well, like the funny thing is, like, to give them some credit, that the druid looks a lot more stout in the remake. He looks like, I like the posture better.
Yeah. It's a much better model.
His look is better. The paladin looks a little more burly. The barbarian looks about the same.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And
the necromancer looks a little less wafy. So
all the changes, essentially, the censorings are on the women's.
Yeah.
There, look, there's plenty of bit of boob there, you know?
Yeah.
It's gone. Oh my god, it looks even worse there.
Yeah, weird, man. Niku Yasha says they did the same with Ninja Gaiden upcoming collection. They took out the blood and gore, I believe. How do you take the blood and gore out of Ninja Gaiden?
Because you want to sell it to China.
You're chopping people up with a sword. It's violent. You know what's
China
sad,
doesn't
though?
like that. It's part of their no-nos. It's part of their no-nos for video games.
I just bought a new game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever want to look at it and stream it together, let me know.
Ooh.
It's called Hobo Simulator. And you play a homeless
I want to
in
play it right now.
what appears to be an Eastern European country.
Uh-oh.
And you have to do stuff like you have to collect materials to get burn barrels going so you can stay nice and warm. And you have to steal food and stuff like that. And
You
I
just
assume
stuck someone's dick in an alleyway for a Mars bar.
I don't know if that's on there, but you do have to run from the police, and you have to, like, you get sent to jail for the night.
This is the next stream, Nick.
It looks really fun. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but
That's the next stream. Hobo Simulator.
it just
Multiplayer.
came out on the 12th, so it's only been out like 3 days. But I did buy it. I bought that, and I bought Ghost Runner, which that looks kind of interesting.
I think when does Resident Evil? Is it beginning of May? Resident Evil 8 comes out.
I don't know. I've never
May
been
8th or
into
something?
Resident Evil, so I don't know.
I love that. And there's a.
I've never been in.
Go on.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say there's like a zombie game akin to The Division, sort of like The Division, and it's called The Day Before, I think.
Okay.
And that's got my interest. That's got
The
my
Division was like it's like a first-person shooter with RPG elements, right? Was that one? Was that one?
Third person.
Third person.
Yeah, and you was going through the first game. You're going through New York after a pandemic. Whoopsies. And then the second one was Washington, set in Washington.
Okay.
And yeah, this is kind of like that, but you got a mixture of both city and environment, external environment, woods, forest, that sort of stuff. You can play it multiplayer. I think you can work together, building like communes for survivors and stuff. And it looks like it could be a lot of fun.
Did you oh damn it. I was gonna ask you. What was I gonna ask you?
I don't know, otherwise I would have
Shit. Oh, are you laughing as I am?
Oh.
At Microsoft cucking Sony over and over again?
At the moment, well, I mean,
because it's kind of funny. Like when MLB The Show, which is a Sony Studios game, is going to be an Xbox Game Cloud exclusive, I believe. Like that's kind of funny.
This is the thing, you see, because in the last gen, PlayStation 4 was pissing all over the Xbox. In terms of sales, in terms of exclusives, in terms of everything. PlayStation 5 was still pissing all over the Xbox in the limited numbers that have been released so far.
Sure.
But in that time, in the last gen, Microsoft knew that they couldn't catch up to Sony. You know, they could adjust the price hither and dither. So they were spending all their time crafting these relationships for the next gen. So, and you know, they've now purchased Bethesda, ZeniMax. I mean, they purchased ZeniMax and have taken Bethesda. They've taken massive franchises there with the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Sky Field, Fallout 76. It's all going to be part of.
And it looks like outside of the MMOs of Bethesda, like Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be exclusive to Windows and Xbox for at least a period of time.
Well, I wouldn't with the Elder Scrolls. I would put that across all formats. But Starfield,
I don't know if they're going to. I mean, the Elder Scrolls MMO is, but they I believe announced exclusivity for any single player game.
Well,
which would include the next Doom as well. If they're releasing another Doom, would be included in that, depending on how long that goes. It'll be interesting, man. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, man, Microsoft was making moves, and those moves are paying dividends.
I mean, it would. I mean, the gamers would hate Microsoft for doing it if they put the Elder Scrolls as an exclusive. But at the same time, from a business perspective, you're kind of like, well, buy our console then. You know, you got to buy
or
the console
or a PC. And I think that's actually the scarier prospect for PlayStation. Is not buy our console. It's or just play it on your computer. Because guess what? I mean, you can buy an Xbox if you want, or you can run that sweet PC magic, run that sweet PC voodoo, and you'll play it at a higher frame rate than the PlayStation 5. Oh,
Robert, I did not eat my eye booger. It came out of my eye, and it's down here somewhere.
I ate it, actually.
I might be peckish from time to time, but I can refrain from eating eye fucking boogers, man.
We contacted Gail, and she teleported it directly into my mouth.
Yeah.
I ate the eye booger. It was good. You two are vile, says Emmanuel Loveday.
Thank you.
Why? I mean, I will agree with you. I am absolutely vile, but what particular thing?
Was it the Microsoft discussion?
Yeah, because the stream has gotten significantly less vile over the past 20 minutes. So I'm curious. I want to know what made us vile.
Maybe they're a Sony fan.
Why don't you two report them? Report who?
Why don't you two report them? What, us to report you? Who's reporting what?
Now I'm confused. Report who?
I don't know. I don't care. I've kind of lost interest already. So yeah, with Bethesda being purchased, they can play silly beggars, but you know, you release Elder Scrolls 6 and you tell people you gotta get an Xbox or a PC to play this. That is a console selling game. That is a console selling game, as we used to say. And so yeah, Sony fanboys might be like, I gotta do it. I want to play the Elder Scrolls. My PC's, let's just say, not up to whack. I'm gonna have to buy an Xbox.
Yeah, that is the thing right now too, because even if a PC could outperform a PlayStation or an Xbox, you are looking at like a $2,500 investment for a good gaming PC. I mean, I know you can build a gaming PC for less. Don't get me wrong, but when people inevitably go to actually buy a gaming PC, many of them are going to go, well, I don't want to buy one that's good for today. I want to buy one that's going to be good for a year or two. And so they'll spend $2,500. Or you can say, well, all I really want to play is this is Skyrim, or well, Elder Scrolls 6, whatever it's called, Redguard, not Redguard, but Hammerfell. I think is the idea that a lot of people have. I want to play Hammerfell or whatever. So what I'll do is I'll just spend $500 rather than $2,500, and I'll get a really good experience on an Xbox.
I mean, $2,500. You're dreaming, first of all, for a good gaming PC. With the cost of the GPUs nowadays.
Someone said 2,500 should last about a decade.
Out of here. With the GPU changing, an Elder Scrolls, that's gonna be, you know, if you get a good PC, you like a really good gaming PC, top end graphics card, big processor, you could be, you know, running that at God knows what FPS on max ultra, you know, settings, and that's ultimately what you want, surely.
Yeah. Especially if you have a sweet like 4K monitor or a nice 4K OLED TV or something like that. It's good stuff.
It's so much easier to pick up the latest console though, because that's plug in, play, done.
And when you're looking at like, you know, well, what you're talking about is easily, if you're talking a top end processor and a top-end graphics card, those two alone right now, you're running $2,500 just for that. That's no PSU or RAM or anything. But so if you're talking about spending $4,000 on a and plus with the shortage of video cards, it might be harder to put together a top-end PC right now than it is to even get an Xbox or a PlayStation. It's close anyway. You're going to pay a lot. I really want a 3090, by the way, but I don't want to pay like $2,000 for it.
When I got my latest rig, this rig's I think coming up 3 years old now, and that was I think $4,500 at the time. But it's, you know, it's got a 2080 Ti in it, and you know that's like half the fucking thing there.
Yeah, I've got a 2080 Ti in mine too, and it pisses me off actually, because for some reason my 2080 Ti will not play Space Marine and will not play Dawn of War 2.
Okay, I've never had any trouble playing anything.
Have you tried Space Marine or Dawn of War 2?
What processor? What
I've got
CPU?
I've got a whatchamacallit, a Ryzen 3950X.
I got an i9.
It's not I don't think it's not related to the processor. It's something to do with the DirectX drivers. And I have tried, it's not the GPU, Nick. Dude, I'm pretty sure it is the GPU, because I've tried everything. It works on my laptop, it works on my old desktop. Everything is fine. And I've tried all of the fixes. I've tried messing with the INI files. I've tried windowed mode. I've tried administrator. I've tried running it with accessibility for different operating systems. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
I've never
Killnote says it has nothing to do with the GPU. I have a 1080 Ti and plays everything. Yeah, my 980 plays it just fine. I'm not saying that it can't handle it. I'm saying that it won't load. There's something wrong with it. And if you can search on the internet for it, and a lot of people do have this problem with specifically those couple relic games. And I hate it. You should try playing one of those games and let me know if yours works.
It just opens up absolutely fine for me.
Yeah.
Bet you it will as well.
Yeah. Did you update the drivers? Yes.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on again?
Yes. I've done so much as I have spent hours trying. I love.
When's the last time you cleaned it?
Never. I'm never going to clean it ever in my life. I actually put dirt on it. I shoveled dirt in from outside and I threw it on my GPU and I said, "Work, you dirty little skank. You Jesuit processor."
You Laurie McBride Jesuit processor. I had to give my PC a thorough cleaning out last Sunday. First time I'd done it in a while. The fans were all cogged up. Well, not cogged up, but there was so much dust there, and my PC was just turning itself off. It was just turning itself off, like, oh no, what's happened? And it's probably because of overheating, because the dust. So I spent 2 hours internally cleaning it, reattaching everything, unplugging, reattaching it, resetting it, and it works like a D-ream again now.
I actually have cleaned out my PC. Yes, I've done that. No, I think it's something with the 2080 Ti with how it does Direct 3D or something, or DirectX. I don't remember which one, but it's I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if it's my particular card. I do get some weird stuff happening with my particular card. Like when I open Paint 3D, I get my screen will flicker. And like when I copy and paste stuff into Paint 3D, my screen will flicker. And when I open Amazon Prime Video, like and start scrolling through their movies, my third monitor will actually go black for a second.
Dude,
and then
that happens with me with Prime.
Okay.
I got 2 monitors. It's really weird. If I watch Prime on this monitor, everything's fine. If I watch it on this monitor goes black.
Yeah. It's weird. I think there's a weird issue with 2080 Ti's. I'm just saying.
Yeah. There could be something going on but there's definitely something that's going on with Amazon Prime.
Have you tried a clean install? Do you know what that would do? You guys, do you know what that would do to my life?
Yeah.
A clean install of Windows, do you mean? That would be a disaster. A clean install of the game. Yes, I've tried it like several times. But
that's it. Just defrag the PC.
You can't defrag a solid state drive. No, that'd be a terrible plan.
Defrag it and then reset it.
Oh God. You should download some more RAMs. I have 64 gig of RAM.
What is it though? DDR what?
4 or whatever, the fast one. The
DDR,
what?
I got DDR5.
Whichever one. I got it. I think I built my PC in late 2019. So whatever that was. If they had DDR5, that's what I bought.
Okay.
I already drank for 1,000 likes.
Did you? I didn't see anything.
I did. I can't drink anymore because I have to drive to the city.
Oh shit! Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
So otherwise, I would.
But actually, we'll let you off on that one.
Yellow Flash 2 says play Dark Souls 3 already. No, God, I don't want to play Dark Souls 3.
Why,
Josh? Because I have such limited gaming hours, and I don't want to spend them playing Dark Souls. Like I played Dark Souls 1. It was fine. I didn't dislike it, and Dark Souls 3 is probably fun, but there's other stuff I would rather do.
Okay.
That's all. How much gaming time do you have in your life?
Not a lot anymore.
Yeah, me too.
Not a lot anymore. Used to have a lot. Now not a lot at all. I'm too busy doing other stuff, planning other stuff, going on other stuff, doing other stuff, streaming other stuff.
Yeah.
That, like, when it comes to actually getting a little bit of gaming time, it's normally a bit of Valheim, and I'm just like, well, I might as well stream my addiction. I might as well monetize my addiction.
I was watching you send arrows into a beautiful endangered species the other day, and I was very offended. I think you should go vegan in Valheim. And I cannot believe you use so many animal products. It makes me hurt.
I use the animal for everything.
Oh yeah, that's the murderer's excuse. Oh well, I wore their skin, so it's fine.
Yeah, I use its pelts. I use its meat. I use its head on the
wall. Josh P says, don't forget about Xbox building strong relationships with Nintendo and pushing into Japan and scooping up games that Sony's been censoring. Oh, don't forget that Microsoft is in talks to buy Sega as well, which would be quite an acquisition.
I mean, Sega's never going to come back into the console marketplace.
But
it would just be the end of an era if Microsoft bought Sega.
Their games library. I mean, that's the trick, and the IP that they own is ripe. In fact, I won't continue to hope, but Dawn of War 3 was a Sega property. Maybe Dawn of War 4 would actually happen, and they could just realize that everything they did in Dawn of War 3 was bad and never do it again. And literally, and I mean this, YouTube literally execute every single person who is involved on that team. Because
I think it's a little bit radical.
It's not radical enough. We haven't burned them as heretics or used their bodies as demon hosts yet.
Dreamcast 2, man. I mean, the Dreamcast lived on for years in Japan after it died here in the West, you know. It lived on for a long time. They were still making games for the Dreamcast in Japan, but the West gave up on the Dreamcast years before the Japanese did.
I barely played it. I hated their controller because the reason I hated the controller was simple. The cord came out the bottom and it made it really awkward to hold the controller because they had that slot on the top where you'd put that little card thing in. So they didn't have the cord coming out the top. So instead you had to like loop the cord under and clip it into a thing, but it still messed with the physics and the weight of holding a controller. It made it uncomfortable for me. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, the Dreamcast pad was pretty horrendous. But there was something about the console. The console was great. And it gave me a lot of joy. The console was just way ahead of its time. It was way ahead of its time. This was browser ready, internet ready, online gaming, ahoy. And this was revolutionary stuff that if people had only embraced a little bit more.
Yeah,
could have been the era of Sega. But then Microsoft went, hey, do you know what? I think we should get in on this business. And
they killed Sega.
Well, Sega kind of killed Sega. Dreamcast kind of killed Sega. But,
Eric Ragnarsson says, Nick, how much to play a random Blood Bowl? I don't know. I have Blood Bowl, but I've never played it. I don't even know the rules. I have the video game Blood Bowl, to be clear. Reaver Barash says, tell Yellow Flash that he has gone into a girl's back door that he has to go into a girl's back door before you play Dark Souls 3, lol. Yeah, Flash. There you go. Gauntlet cast. You got to do the deed before I will.
Dude. Can I share a video?
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
we're here for, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Saturn and 32X killed Sega. 32X was an embarrassment.
Oh, he not good, no. Okay, so we got a little vid. I think you might appreciate this.
Someone is saying cowards. This
What
is the
for?
same person who was yelling at us before, and I'm trying to figure out why. But then they caught my eye because they said, "Cancer, you low life, good for nothing, sorry excuse for a human being."
Okay, cool story, bro. Right, so I've shared the image thing here. The ICYMI, the head of Denmark's medicines agency,
Yes.
Tanya Eiriston, collapsed during a press conference announcing the AstraZeneca discontinuation.
I saw this earlier.
This is I've just seen it. Oh,
She's going. Oh, no. Oh, man, her head bounces. That guy was not chivalrous at all.
No. Oh. Dude. Oh.
Don't lock your legs, man. You can't lock your knees.
Wow.
Can't lock your knees when you're standing up in front of a crowd. That's a rookie mistake. You'd think the Minister of Health would know.
Locking it, is that what made it happen? Is that what
Yeah,
zoned
people
her
lock
out?
people lock their knees, and then it in some people for an extended period of time of having your knees locked and standing upright, it can restrict blood flow back. It can make it harder for your blood to pump back up out of your legs, so it goes down there and kind of pools, and then you don't get enough brain oxygen, then it knocks you over.
Hold on 2 seconds, dude. Hey, Emanuela, was that good enough for you, dude? Or was that nasty?
I'm still trying to figure out what they're mad about. Is it because I made fun of Jim's
people
cancer?
are mad about all kinds of shit nowadays.
No.
You said the word sausage and I like bacon. I fucking hate you for the rest of my life.
I like sausage and bacon.
I like both sausage and bacon.
In fact, I made collard greens the other day.
Ooh.
And I cooked bacon first and left all the grease in there.
Mhm.
I pulled the bacon bits, out of there.
Yeah.
And then I added onion, some red and yellow bell pepper, got that going in the bacon grease. Then you dump the collard greens in. Then you add a little bit of, and in a separate pan, I cooked up some sausage, some nice smoked sausage, got that, and then dumped all that in there with the collard greens. And then the bacon grease wilts that down. And then you add like a cup or two of chicken stock. There's a lot of water from the vegetables already. You add a cup or two of chicken stock in there and let that cook for like an hour, hour and a half. And then you add the bacon back in. Oh my God, it's magic.
Sounds good.
I love collard greens.
Sounds tasty, dude.
Yeah. Well, man, should we hit these super chats and then probably wrap it up? It's been, we've been going a while. I guess we should do that. Oh my God, there's
depressed.
There's justice chats as well.
There's justice chats as well.
There's one from Joseph Kerwin. Sorry, I don't have my normal setup here, so I didn't see this one earlier. It says, mentally ill people aren't always nice or pleasant. Plus, these Jesuits sound like some pretty bad dudes themselves. Maybe they'd be more popular if they hadn't eel-raped Mecha Moses. It's a solid point. I mean, there's...
I'm sticking to my opinion that I just don't think Carol's a particularly nice person.
Gail, why do you keep calling her Carol? Who?
I don't know. She looks like a Carol.
What Carol hurt you? Is it Carol Burnett?
Show me on the doll where Carol hurt you.
I
don't know.
Okay.
Why that's a good one. I'm going to psychoanalyze me.
There's something
Why do
there.
I keep calling them Carol? Who is this mystery Carol?
Ace Phoenix says you should come to Oklahoma sometime. I drive through Oklahoma sometimes when I go to Texas. I'm fine to go anywhere. I just need a reason to justify the work trip. That's the trick, because then it's tax deductible.
Yes. Yeah.
Dermy Wormy says you need to look up riots on Google, then look up peaceful protest on Google. No, I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Ace Phoenix says, yeah, if you find interesting results, I'll share them. Ace Phoenix says, life hack. Did you know that peaceful protests decrease by 86% when orgies are performed? That's good. Joseph Kerwin says, AOC, you literally tried to have me.
I think I see what they did there. Are you?
Do you want to share it?
It's yeah. I think so. Okay. I think this is what they're trying to get at. I could be wrong, but I think this is what they're trying to get at.
Okay.
So if you put riots into Google,
this is what you get.
Okay. So you get top stories, and then you get what a riot is. A riot is a form of civil disorder commonly characterized by a group of lashing out in a violent public disturbance, yada, yada, yada. Okay?
Sure.
When you put peaceful protest in, this is what you get. You get nothing. Because it's a fucking riot.
From peaceful protest to civil conflict in Myanmar.
There you go. So you got your stories, but as regards to what a peaceful protest is, we ain't touching that with a fucking barge pole.
Yeah. I like protest news. Dozens gather downtown Chicago to decry Devontae Wright killing. That was in Minneapolis, outside of Minneapolis, so not in Chicago.
Doesn't matter.
Nowhere near.
And they're boarding up Chicago at the moment.
Yeah.
They're boarding it up.
Meanwhile,
because of the peaceful protest that's going to come through.
I covered this last night. There was a 16-year-old boy who was shot by police in Maryland, and there's not nary a peep about it. He was carrying an airsoft gun, and he had a knife. He was shot after pointing the airsoft gun at the police officer. And then he was shot and killed trying to get up after he, quote unquote, grabbed the knife. Have you heard? You haven't heard of any protests in Maryland, have you?
Not about that.
Did you hear about even the story of it? I mean, it's pretty weird. Like a cop shoots a 16-year-old armed with a fake gun. I mean, I remember Tamir Rice was, like a 13 or 12 or 13-year-old with a fake gun. That was news for weeks. There's he was also on his own yard. So that's interesting. But yeah, no nary a mention. I wonder why. It's kind of weird. Yeah, Joseph Kerwin says, AOC, you literally tried to have me.
Some lives don't matter if they're the wrong color.
Not that, kids. AOC, you literally tried to have me murdered. Cruz, the Zodiac doesn't try when it comes to murder. Night of Hope says, I don't think you could cover Monica in chocolate because you wouldn't be able to stop her from swatting flies long enough to get it all on there. Maybe if you tranquilize her first. No, wait. Yeah. Now I'm very into this idea. Meet me at the Tractor Supply. Ew. Shadows King says, Yennefer looks like a great value Selena Gomez. Do you have good taste in anything, Nick? Look, sometimes the off brands are just as good as the regular brands.
Dude, you got wrecked. You just got wrecked.
Malik Foxen says, in true EFAP fashion, you have that hour-long intro before you get into the video. You're doing great, guys. Keep it up.
Well, it's just as well we did because the fucking product was a letdown.
It was terrible. Night of Hope says, you are batshit crazy, darling. Hearing that in Az's accent is pretty hilarious. Mike DeWine's shit-eating grin says, missed your stream last night about Movie Bob's favorite topic. Eat shit, Lindsay Ellis, and become obsolete. The Bob Mob will always stand our glorious leader who bring us to that superior future. Okay. The Pie Baker says, "Hey, Boomer."
Emmanuel wants to challenge us by coming into the stream. Well, you can't challenge us because we don't know what the fuck you're complaining about, you little bitch. So if you tell us what your problem is, then maybe we can help you with it. But it just kind of looks like you're a attention-seeking dick fuck. And
yeah, also don't know how to contact you either. So that doesn't sound very. Debate me, bro. It doesn't sound,
me, bro.
Sound very appealing. But yes, if you air your grievances in the chat, maybe we can address them. You're probably right, though. That's the problem. The Pie Baker says, "Hey, Boomer, did you get your pre-show justice chat sorted? A new yob is stopping me from watching at night, and if you can't get my pre-show justice chat, there's no point in me being grifted." I think I've got it figured out. So you should still be grifted. Night of Hope says, "Oh no, I'm dying." Night of Hope says, "Nick, how are you able to follow this dog shit? What the fuck, man?" I don't know.
I was lost.
He sent that another time, the exact same comment. And then he said, "I need a shirt that says, 'Careful, you'll get a dick in your mouth.'" And Anthony James says, "Search YouTube for commissioning of HMAS supply. You won't be disappointed."
Why do you do row t-shirts? Laurie McBride, Jesuit Army.
Can I just want to do one that says, "I am the Jesuit Army."
Oh my God. Shut your mouths in your bums, people. He's a comment.
Okay, where did I leave off here?
He's reporting the channel whether you let him or not. Okay, cool story, bro. No, shut the fuck up.
I'm reporting this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the party, pal. You and everybody else.
I'm reporting this after the stream as well, so good company.
Allison C says Melnabona. Okay, sorry. Melnabona. Melnabone. I can't pronounce that name. Chris Raposo says, "This is some Tiger King level stuff." Hall Jones says, "These are trolls. They mess with her, but also take care of her. Check out the Gail commandments. She does believe this. Her trolls love her. It's weird." Serial Fox, the YouTube has an audience. There's an audience for everything on the internet. I've learned this. No matter what, there's at least someone else who wants to hear what you have to say, no matter what it is.
But that guy who was in the first Gail video, he likes her so he can live out his fucking sick fantasy. That's why he likes him.
Yeah, I'm
just talking about women grabbing their own titties, and
he kept saying breastises, which was weird.
Yeah.
It's so never. I can't say that's so 20 whatever because it was never.
It's so it's cringe, man.
Serial Foxity says, "A real anti-yeaster." Lagging says, "Hey Az, help this chump McBoomer get on EFAP. I need worlds to collide, preferably with a loud drunken rant."
It's as if I have sway. Yeah. I have no sway.
Aren't you Mahler's keeper or whatever? Like, doesn't he? Maybe you need to send the Jesuits after him. That's all I'm saying. You seem to like him just fine.
He's a good guy. He's a fun guy.
No, I meant the Jesuit.
No, I don't want to be
You're out there. You're like, oh, they're nice people. They're just nice Jesuits out there.
Wait, there is a difference between Catholic people that I've interacted with and what Gail thinks Jesuits are.
Not all
there's a big difference. I don't recognize those people as Jesuits.
# not all Catholics are Jesuits. The Jesuit is a subset of Catholicism.
Subset of Catholicism, but yeah.
Okay, Niku Yasha says,
it's still weird though.
Satan on his next live stream. "I'm not associated with the Church of Gail. We got to stop the hate against Jesuits."
I am not associated with this.
Oh, they're mad. Emmanuel Loveday says they're mad about us targeting Gail. They said we've dragged her through the mud. I don't think so. I think she has
I think
a
she came
mental
out better than
illness.
most people. But sure.
I think she has a
Mm.
mental illness, but I find her wildly entertaining. I don't think she's a bad person. I mean,
Did we drag her through the mud when she was bigoted towards gay people, or did we drag her through the mud when she was racist towards black people? You know, this beautiful woman that you're defending.
I was dragging her Patreon through the mud of being not funny. That's the real problem.
Yeah,
with
and I was
this.
dragging her that dude who was doing the voice stuff for being a potential rapist and pedophile. But yeah, cool story.
Little weird.
I'll tell you what, Emmanuel, whatever your name is, email me your home address. I'll send you some tissues, and you can fucking cry in them. And that's on me. I'll pay the import duty on that as well.
That's generous.
That's on me. That's on me.
Generous as Revenant 465 says, I just got here. WTF am I watching? That was a while ago. You don't want to know. Wolfgang Deo says, I think tomorrow's going to be wild. I got my sell orders on GME placed at 250, 350, 550, and a stock I'll keep on another trading platform. Justin Bentley says, my poor bottle of 1792 is not going to last the day at this point. Dear God Almighty. Taker 610 says, this is like Az's birthday stream, except in every way. Saint Yorkie says, I think that guy just wanked in his hand and flinged it at his Roddy.
Oh.
DCV Titan says, Guy is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Roger H says, hail Cecil. Gunnar Renee Oy says, we must not pull ourselves back, only push ourselves forward. Quote the Penguin. Ishailson says, hashtag restore.
That's actually what Idris Elba said today on Instagram.
Oh. Ishailson says, hashtag restore the Gale cut. Because there was an edit in there, right? We saw
there was an edit. We definitely saw a hard edit in there.
I don't know what happened.
Maybe a gamer word got taken out.
Siren Jag says, why? Why would they take him out? They leave him in everywhere else.
Yeah, true.
Siren Jag says, Lemoyne, Gail was right. There's a legion of attorneys escaping from hell. They're graduating as we speak. They only have to pass the Texas bar.
Oh my God.
Faulty Pillars says, petition to start calling progressives the Jesuits from now on.
No.
Granted. Red Guy,
I disavow.
1 2 3 4 4 3 2 1 says, I don't know if anyone mentioned this since I came in just now, but Twitter nuked James O'Keefe. Yep, we've talked about it. Gunnar Renee Oy says, tiny hats, monks, and Jesuits were barred from Norway in its 1814 constitution. Tiny hats were allowed in 1851, monks in 1897. Jesuits were banned until 1956.
Woo!
Man, not fans of the Jesuits.
And then Laurie McBride got a hand on him. And that's it. The rest, as they say, is history.
Serial Foxy says, if I played the Jesuit drinking game, I think I'd have needed an ambo to take me to get my stomach pumped.
Oh.
Uriah Wright says, if this was a hentai, I would watch it.
It actually sounds like, what's the one that you've been watching?
Redo of the Healer?
Yeah, it sounds like Redo of Healer.
Redo is something entirely different. There's no.
Where the hell are you watching this, by the way?
From legal sources.
Okay.
There's they
and is
it
release like uncensored? Because what you say is like
it's uncensored. It's actually probably it's more tame than a lot of hentai actually is, though.
I clearly don't watch.
Yeah, I mean, because it's an ecchi anime, so it's they don't show any like penetrative stuff. It's still in the R category.
Okay.
Taker
so
6
implied.
Yeah.
Implied?
Yeah. I mean it's more than implied, but they just don't show. It's like a Showtime porn show or something, or like a premium channel where they'll
it's an ass.
Yeah, they'll show that all day, but they can't show anything else.
Okay.
They
only show milkers.
They only show milkers. Yeah, he nails it.
They only show milkers. Okay.
Taker610 says, wait, she wrote this. Just ended all nonchalantly. Midnight's Edge After Dark says, I need more of that fetish fantasy fiction in my life. Thank you for that. I think he finished a couple times. Keck7Go says, sorry for traumatizing you, Az. Thanks, Nick, for finally coming through. It was a ride like thrusting of a wild Indian.
Oh, what a horrible woman this
Infearder says, you guys want to know what happened to the Amazing Atheist? Search YouTube for Amazing Atheist shocking CNN interview. It's censored, but just barely.
Oh.
So apparently that's something to do research on. The DCV Titan, Yona Hall, there are money shots in redo of healers. So
no,
it's not. Had one the other day. It was something. DCV Titan says cats don't hate us. They think they're the owners.
That is true. They do think they own everything.
And they're like, oh, you finally came back. I thought you ran away. I was gonna have to go get another human from the store. Braggy Aggie, thank you for the donation. Carnicle Blackburn says, I leave the house for 7 hours and my cat is waiting at the front door and constantly wanting my attention. My cat runs on dog software. Braggy Aggie says, pets and kids are equally inconvenient. Not sure why I ever wanted both. Gunnar Renee, well, yeah, you can't. That's true. You can't leave a child at home, for like 7 days or whatever without having someone come over and watering and feeding them and go to the bathroom outside like a normal kid. Gunnar Renee always says, Az's Green Lantern looks like Vic Mignogna.
Oh, show it. It's right here.
Sure.
No,
Penny Wisdom. I read that $50 super chat. The book recommendations from Razor Fist. You said that those were all based and to stay away from 21st century stuff. It kind of does look like Vic. That's funny. Oh, it's even got a little lantern that operates. That's cute. What is the lantern's function of the Green Lantern? Because I know he has the ring.
The ring recharges.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dean Domino says, glad I've managed to catch up from the beginning. Roof Korean the Black Pilled says, finally communist friendly character models. Teen Domino 25 says, and you're wrong, Nick. Kick Vic has all the evidence because Vic admitted to touching hair, which means he pulled hair, so he did everything guilty. True. You got it. Chris Gutierrez says, don't forget to change the mayonnaise on your toaster.
Oh. Sounds like a useful reason.
Gunnar Renee always says, display driver uninstaller can help you clean off your video drivers without having to reinstall Windows. I'll give it a look. I don't know that it's going to help. Taker 610 says, ready to rumble boxing, Soul Calibur, Jet Grind Radio. Those are all Saturn games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Robert Levito says, hail Az. Or hi, Az.
Radio is Discord. Sorry, who said that?
Robert Levito.
Hi, Robert.
And then Automata says, as you know, them tissues ain't going to be for crying. Look.
Well, I don't believe that they can perform sexually. So.
And then Night of Hope says, Gale is the mud. What is there to drag? Oh, oh man, that seems a little bit much. I like Gale. I don't have any malice towards her at all.
I don't have any malice towards her, but I wouldn't have a single solitary thing to do with her. I think she's horrible and disgusting.
You wouldn't have dinner with her? I think it'd be a riot.
No.
Take her to a Popeyes?
No. If I take her to a Popeyes, we know what's going to happen. So,
oh man,
I think she's a repugnant woman.
No,
a vile, full of hatred and loathing person. Yeah.
Well, I if you insist. All right, man. Well, hey, let's wrap up the show.
In disguise, somebody said.
Let's wrap up the show.
Oh
Check out Az's channel on YouTube, HeelvsBabyface. you can learn more than you ever wanted to know about culture.
Don't talk about Gail.
Yeah, unless I'm on it, apparently.
Unless you're on the stream, in which case, maybe.
But go check them out. Is there anything else you wanna plug or tell people to do? I mean, we have the power of God and anime on our side.
Oh my God.
We can tell people what to do. Avoid the Jesuits.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Friday Night Tights. The guest is Adam Kriegler.
I like Adam. He's great.
So he's on tomorrow night, 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. Sorry, 2:30 p.m. Fuck my ass, mouth, and tits. 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. start time Pacific, which is about 10:30 p.m. British summertime. Adjust your clocks accordingly. I could not get that out. Just like a Jesuit penis.
Icon of Sin says you have to take a drink because we made it to 1,000 likes. To you, because I guess he missed you drinking directly from that bottle of Malibu.
Oh yeah, I can do that again as well.
Oh, God, it makes me sad on the inside and the outside.
It's nice. It just gives this is mild stuff, dude. This is mild stuff.
I just don't like, it's
got that hint of coconut, so it has,
you
just get that very light burn at the back of your throat, and it's like a nice little light burn.
Did you watch The Office, the American version?
Yeah, but I gave up on it when he left because it got terrible after that.
Well, there was a scene where James Spader was drinking some Japanese drink.
Was good, actually. James Spader was good.
He was drinking a Japanese drink, and it was like they translated it on the screen, and it said something like coconut and semen or something like that. He takes a sip and he goes, "Too much coconut." Oh God.
Perfect.
Oh no, Linda Marie says Jesuit joke.
Oh my God.
What is the difference between a Jesuits and Dominicans? Both were founded to combat heresy. The Dominicans to fight the Albigenesians and the Jesuits to fight the Protestants. Well, have you met any Albigenesians lately? So, conservative shot, no riot.
That's not actually really funny. That's not actually like particularly funny, but it's so funny.
Well, the Dominicans were much more effective, apparently.
Yeah. Somebody got efficient, somebody didn't.
Biden the Cold One says, "See what you did to Az Preacher Kermit." God damn it. Hail to the mighty Jesuits and condemn the devil. And then finally, Macca Jr. says, "Just catching up on your streams because of my newborn. Just about finished your uncivil law drink off. Don't forget to stream with Critical Drinker one day." Yeah, that would be fun.
Have you never streamed with Drinker?
Nope.
Fuck, dude.
Look, I'm
everyone looks at me to set them up.
Yeah. Let's see who else is in Az's Rolodex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Drinker's on there, you know.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Make sure you check out Az on YouTube. Az, buddy, thanks for coming on and dealing with my pratty schedule changes.
Prima donna. No, it's fine, dude. Shit happens. It's all good. You know, it's all good. We'll have to do something again soon. Hope because it's springtime, and once I get my spring cleaning done,
Who's it springtime for?
For Hitler
and Germany.
I love you, Mel Brooks. You're fucking great. Because it's springtime, I think might be cracking open the paints again.
Yeah. My
And,
buddy just opened a mini shop too. So
good lad. Discount ahoy.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna promote it and see if people want to buy minis from him. But it's he's not Games Workshop licensed as far as I know, but he does other minis. So I might buy some minis just to paint for fun and try out, all that good stuff.
Funsies.
But, all right, guys. Thanks a bunch for watching. We'll catch you guys later. I don't know how to play the outro on here, so you're not getting one. I got to learn how to use this stupid StreamYard thing. Have a good night, guys.
I woke up to your outro.
Yeah.
Because I fell asleep during the stream and then I woke up with I was like, fucking iPad next to me, fucking blaring it in my face.
That's how every morning should be. All right, guys. Yeah. Have a good night. Peace.
Bye.
And